That person knows how it is.
I'm sure chat loved hearing you say that.
Hello, chat.
Hi,
Hi,
That's
chat.
the first thing that was said today.
How's it going,
Poppykin
everybody?
is our true OC for sure. For sure.
No, we all agree. We all know. Everybody knows.
I don't watch Pippa that often. Does he actually like come on camera, or does he like just kind of like chill in the background?
I'm gonna one up you. I've actually never watched Pippa.
Oh, fair enough.
How dare?
Listen,
Okay, maybe
like in trouble. So I don't.
One time.
Chat is going to absolutely ruin your day.
Listen.
One time.
I don't watch VTubers unless they're in trouble, and Pippa's never in trouble ever. She's the one that causes the trouble.
Ha! Joke's on you, C logos, Black. That's what I'm into. I yearn for the mind.
You yearn for you send the child to the mines, and then she will go.
Also, chat, you may have noticed that we have a guest on this week. Why don't you tell everybody who you are, Lumi?
Well, she was gone last week, so.
That is true. That is true.
Saw an opportunity and I seized it.
I have a funny idea. You know how last week we had a little sign that said Temp Lumi on it?
Yeah.
You should get one that says +1 Lumi and put it on Shiroy.
That is a possibility.
Oh, that'll be funny.
Yeah, Lumi has taken a hiatus to play Space Rust.
Is that really what you would is that really what you would consider it?
No, because Rust is like absolute toxic cancer, and I would hate to ask anybody to play it, honestly.
I feel like isn't Arc like the better term for these things? Is Arc also just absolute cancer?
I've heard they all suck.
Well, Ark is fun if you play it by yourself with friends because it's dinosaurs and dinosaurs are fun.
Power World really did steal from Ark, didn't it?
Yeah, but Power World
stole from everybody.
Except it has the Pokemans. Anyways,
yeah, apparently Power World is possibly pushing their 1.0 release ahead, so they can focus on the lawsuit.
I mean,
does that mean that we're gonna get less, or?
Well, I mean, he's announced before that Power World will not be live service. It'll release into 1.0 and it'll kind of just be done.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe DLC has been mentioned, but like, you know, that's part of the course.
Yeah. But that's the plan they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was always what it was. I'm not too surprised.
And then they're gonna have to just fight it out with Nintendo for a while.
Probably. I guess Nintendo's doing good right now though, because the Switch 2 is sold a lot, although there's been issues.
Yeah.
I've been hearing some interesting facts about the Switch 2's sales numbers, but like honestly, we don't have anything that's really clear, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It really is just a lot of he said, she said, and Nintendo's the only guys with the actual numbers, and even then it's hard to say if they even have a full tally.
I'm not sure if Nintendo would ever be honest about it, honestly.
They don't really need to be, even though it would be nice.
They won't be honest about it unless it's like in the 100 mil area. Otherwise, they will lie.
Yeah, basically.
Probably. All I know is family members bought the new Switch because they wanted to pass down the old Switch to my mother, because my mother wants to play the Switch more. Well, it's just like everybody in the family kind of has one now. Kind of. I'm the weird one because I decided to buy a Steam Deck, and now I'm probably just going to buy the Switch games and then have them emulated to the Steam Deck so it can run them at 60 FPS.
Bye.
And run them better.
Bye.
Oh, did you?
Well, I will. Yes. No, yeah. I am going to buy them first and then just let them get ported, and then just take the port that's already been made.
Did you see one of the worst Switch issues that came out? And it wasn't even a Nintendo fault thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there was a Walmart that they decided that instead of putting stickers on the Switch boxes, that they would staple them to the Switch
Oh no,
boxes.
it was
That was a GameStop.
It was
That
a
was a
GameStop.
GameStop?
It was a GameStop in New York. Yep.
They put it right through the screen.
Thankfully, they are going to replace them for free. But yeah, I imagine that
Dude,
guy.
If they're not gonna replace them for free, that is a lawsuit right there.
I will.
Well, you can't sue
Yes.
Nintendo at least, but you know.
I will say to some degree, though, partially Nintendo's fault. And the reason I say that is because there's a reason anytime you get electronics like this, there's a pretty sizable buffer between the walls of the box and the product inside it.
Oh, I agree. I feel, not everybody agreed with me on this, but I believe that if you're going to, because I used to work in the postal service, and I used to work for Amazon, and I know that how you pack a box is extremely important for the success of the item to get from the factory that makes it to you.
Yeah.
And the Switch is literally just sitting on top of the box underneath the cardboard, wrapped in plastic, and
Yeah.
that is a massive
Like,
issue.
It's going to
My
cause
best
more
guess
damage.
is that it's boxed that way purely so that it can look nice when a person is unboxing it and nothing else.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Yeah, probably. But
Like
it's
yeah,
just-
like you open the box and the first thing you see is the Switch.
like if I think that's what they're going for, and it's fine if that's what they're going for. It's just this could potentially lead to issues like
Already
screen
leading
getting
issues.
punctured. Like this, yeah, it's leading to the screen getting punctured by idiot people at GameStop. Although I don't know how much I would blame them because like,
Okay,
it's
for what
reasonable
it's
to
worth-
assume.
Average
Go ahead.
GameStop employee. Anyways.
But yeah, same thing. Like GameStop's fault. However, there is a reason that stuff isn't normally packaged this way with electronics.
Exactly. I mean, like the big thing I said is when you work at the post office. I don't know how many people know this, but at the post office, the first day when I started there, they told me to start sorting packages, and they said, and I asked them, I was like, so how soft do I need to be? They're like, oh no, throw it like a football, and if it's fragile, you throw it not like a football. So they just throw your shit all over the place.
Yeah.
So that's why they want you to pack it well, because they are required to throw it to keep up the speed.
It's the same with Amazon.
Yeah,
Honestly.
it's exactly the same with Amazon. Yeah.
Like, okay, when I was packing boxes at Amazon, not packing boxes, but loading trucks,
Mhm.
it's like we would build like one wall when we have to.
Yep.
And then we literally just throw every other package. That's what I would do. And then you just pray that the packer actually did their job and packed it well.
Uh-huh.
Did I hear things break? Yeah, sure, but that wasn't my problem.
Yeah, it's my problem when I was the delivery person. See, here's what sucks about this. A lot of people don't actually know this, but if you are a delivery, like if you're the last mile guy and you find something that's broken, technically Amazon still wants you to try and deliver it.
Correct.
Like they will, because there have been times, and it really depends on the station you're at.
Just find a
Um,
box that's flattened.
Well, so what I've had a couple situations when I was at my first station where I would see something that's very clearly broken, and by broken I mean stuff is sticking out or things have fallen out, and I will look at the Amazon employees and say, "Yeah, I'm not taking that." And they're like, "You don't want to take it?" I was like, "Listen, I'm gonna go straight to the door with this, scan it, and then take it right back because it's damaged. So either you take it off my hands now, or you take it off my hands later. Only later I'm gonna be pissed off because you made me take it in my truck." So yeah, they still make you try and deliver it even if it's broken and they know it's broken, because like they don't want to have to deal with taking it back then, because then they have to make a reason for why you handed it back, and then they got to take it out of the system and they got to do shit for it. Trust me, there's a lot of passing the buck with that kind of shit.
Oh, no, I know. In any business, there's lots of like, not my fault. And you just run off and hope nobody asks about it.
Yeah, just keep delegating until suddenly it's nobody's fault.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, heck, during the holidays, somehow we managed to lose, like, what was that? Like, Occo, you know what the large gaylords are, right? Where you would
Yes.
put packages. We somehow lost 2 of them in the warehouse.
You're kidding.
We don't
me.
know where they went. And I was like, this was when I was doing a quality control. And I was like, what do you mean over 4,000 packages are missing? And they're like, yeah, we can't find them. They're not down at the shipping dock. They're not by any of the pack stations, and I'm just like, well, how?
And
And
these
they're like, I
aren't
don't
like
know.
big boxes. These are like little
A
small
disgruntled
mailers
employee
as well.
just shoved it down his pants.
It was a mix of large packages and small ones because this was during Christmas,
Yeah.
and you know how there's like next to no organization during Christmas.
It depends.
Oh,
I've
I've worked in one of those places. It gets pretty hectic during Christmas.
Yeah, I would say that the most organized person at Amazon during Christmas is the last mile driver. Because the last mile driver has to organize in order to deliver on time. So I would believe it. That is really hilarious. Did you guys ever find them though?
I don't know. That was day shift's job.
Oh, fair enough. Oh,
Speaking of
So were
passing
you-
the buck. No, that was this joke.
oh, fair enough. I was gonna ask Lumi, were you ever a process assistant then?
I didn't want to do PA.
Oh, fair enough.
I was just fine doing quality control where I was able to have my earbuds in, listen to music, and ignore everybody until I had to go drag a manager.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
But chat is
Speaking-
because a couple people are asking. This is Shiroi is friend, and covered
Hello.
some of tonight's documents with us a couple days ago.
It was
Yeah.
a very long stream.
It
Was.
was. And for clarification, chat, we will not be going over every single document because there are like 7 of them. They're shorter than some of the documents we covered, but if we covered them, we'd still be here like 7 or 8 hours.
Pretty much.
And
If you want-
just could have put it all in one document, so we could have just all walked away with this. But no, you had to drag it out.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll get into that. But like, if you want previous coverage, I have read the first document by Callum and then the response document by Shizu. Then on Mizu's stream, you read the Moxie one. I decided not to reread it on my stream.
I read
And then-
Moxie, Calum, and Shizu's.
Yeah. And then yesterday, I read Cyber and Nyx's documents. Nyx's is actually the shortest one with 0 screenshots and just 3 pages of hearsay. So I was kind of happy about that, but still, the fact that I've had to go through all of this. I should probably give just a little bit of a preamble, chat. A lot of this stuff up until now has been a lot of hurt feelings and upsetness and a lot of alleging that shit has happened with very little to no shit actually being proven.
Provided.
Yeah, pretty much. And
I'm sorry, 3 pages of no screenshots?
yes, Nyx's was literally just 3 pages, no screenshots, a whole lot of trust me bro statements.
Wait, I'm
Um,
sorry. Trust me, bro does not work.
No, of course. And I should say, I kind of should do a little bit of backstory for this to assist. So I was approached, and I was approached by, and I think they're in the chat right now, a manager for 2 of the talents that was doing this, and they wanted me to like read these. I guess I should have caught this. I guess they wanted me to read this because they wanted it to be more further out there. Because they wanted, they being all of the talents, wanted more people to see what was going on with Shizu. And I definitely feel like that has happened. However, I definitely don't have the highest opinions out of just about anybody in this situation. I would say that the manager is probably the least on the list of people that kind of made me upset with all of this, because all of these Google Docs are, again, just people whining about
All of them had an
ano-
extended woman moment.
Yes, pretty much. However, I have been told that this Google Doc allegedly is actually like
Smoking gun.
the smoking exactly.
This
exactly.
is it. The big
this-
one.
Pretty much, like legitimately, the way it was kind of explained to me is all of the other shit is really just supposed to build onto what we're reading tonight. Like tonight's Google Doc is going to take all of the voices. All right, I want you to imagine like all the voices that Hades takes upon him of all of the all of the voices from Shadowbringers, and it combines them into one big Titan. And so we're going to be reading all of these, and the power is going to overshadow everybody and just smack Shizu out of orbit, basically.
Please be worth it. Please be worth it. We're like 7 docks in.
I don't think it's gonna, like, legitimately, I don't think it's gonna be worth it. Like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be worth it.
It's like when you try to hype up everybody for a stream, and it ends up going 30 minutes long after technical issues.
Yeah, no, like, legitimately, I legitimately, and I have gotten a couple clarifications even today, where a lot of them are like, oh, we don't want to ruin Shizu's life, we just want to put our story out there. I'm gonna be real, that may be what collectively everybody wants to agree on. It doesn't read like that. It doesn't read like that. A lot of these people sound very upset and resentful and like they want some sort of justice. And so I'm not really quite sure how I'm supposed to feel. But like the situation, when I first started reading this, it went from Shizu's definitely an asshole to, man, these people are dogging on him so much that I kind of feel bad for him. And then earlier tonight, when I was just like thinking to myself that like Shizu is going to get away with this, to I kind of hate Shizu again, because yesterday during my stream, I was basically like, Shizu, shut your fucking mouth, because I knew he was watching. And my goal is just like, Shizu, if you stop talking, all of these people aren't going to have anything on you. You just like shut up for a couple of weeks. Because that's the advice for everybody. But as of like a couple hours ago, he's just continuing to talk and stoke the flame. So it's just like, I think we just got to burn them all. Just got to burn them all. Like the femboy like society needs to be burned to the ground. Mizu and Royan can be the only ones that live and succeed.
And they can go on to produce millions of femboy babies.
Exactly. But all the other femboys need to just like be cast aside. It's really funny because a lot of them talk about how like, oh, we don't want people that make the femboy community look bad. Collectively, all these Google Docs just make them look schizophrenic and crazy and losers, in my personal opinion. I'm sorry, but you all sound like losers with all of this. So with that out of the way, there is a potential that we might interview one of them tomorrow. So if that happens,
now that you
cool.
called them all losers, maybe not.
I mean, I'm still down to. But like, I don't know. It just, a lot of this just frustrates me. So if you want 10 plus hours of coverage already, there's me and there's Mizu, and now we have this one tonight. Here, if you want to swap over, so people can see, I will show who we are covering tonight. We are covering the big one. Yes, I feel like I need to bring
Tsar Bomba of it all.
Just be careful what you share, because I haven't looked on their profile. I don't know. If
no, don't worry, I won't. They won't. I won't. They won't. So tonight's last one, allegedly, there might be more later. Now I'm hearing, allegedly, but tonight's is Smoeno Uwu VT, who is another VTuber, and this is supposed to be the biggest end-all, be-all Google Doc. I've been told this is 47 pages long. So
wait, it's what?
Yeah, allegedly 47 pages long. That's what I was told.
You're here now.
So,
Mizu already gave me the shout out. I gotta last for at least an hour.
I will not ask Mizu to read because Mizu is tired, but I will be forcing Lumi and Shiroi to help me read as well, because
and I don't know who any of these people are.
I don't care. You're gonna help me read, woman.
Crack the whip.
Exactly. So, yeah, we're gonna read this. We're gonna go through it. It's gonna be fun. Oh, goodness gracious. All right.
You made that sound very fun.
Yes. There's multiple tabs too. I don't know if you're showing the sidebar here, but there are multiple tabs in this.
I'm not.
There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 different tabs in this document. Funny enough, this one is definitely more professional than the last one I read with tabs. Because the one I read by the guy named Cyber, who takes himself really seriously as like a barista, like named he named one of his tabs literally the J the J or like the J word or something like that.
What was the J word?
We don't. I think it's his job, but because it was so weird and out of question, and he never addressed it. I made a joke that it was really just the Jew question.
Well, I was just trying to get us in trouble with the Merchants Guild now.
Here. I'll pull up a screenshot of it. There it is. All right, hold on. It's literally, they literally call one of their tabs the forbidden J word.
like that one slur that people use in World War II.
I'm going to assume it's not that one, but like literally one of their tabs is called the forbidden J word, and I just
Jesus, these guys all need Jesus at this point.
They're all femboys, so yes, of course. Anyway, without any further ado, I'm not gonna like hold you guys back from this any longer. Let's get reading. I am gonna be reading the original one if I feel like something is being changed IRL. I do have a copy of the original that I took as soon as I saw that this was published, which was like literally minutes after it was published. So if there are any alterations, we can jump between them. And this is called the final Shizu document. They really want to hammer it home.
How long until we get an epilogue?
Epilogue. I don't know.
Living in a post-Shizu world.
Oh, goodness. All right. The situation. TLDR. We're starting off hard. Defamation. On-stream threat, breach of privacy, career sabotage, false reporting, and refusal to resolve privately.
So, chat, I don't
How do you
mean
plead?
to prejudice you against this document. However, almost all the documents have mentioned something about breach of privacy, and every single time it's, well, they talk shit about me with other people. Like it's not really how that works.
I'll tell you right now, I know Mizu has talked shit about me to other people in a playful way. Mizu, I'm writing a Google Doc on you, even though I don't know what you said.
Good, do it. I dare you.
I'm already losing faith. You should, chat.
Oh, I never had any faith.
I'm going to go...
I lost the Moxie doc.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Somebody, that's a random thing, chat. So during my reading of the Moxie doc, there was one time where he misspelled something so wrong that I had to just stop middle of reading the doc and correct it because I was looking at a backup version and not like the main version of the document. And somebody immediately clipped that. So there's a clip of that video right now.
Oh, that's awesome. That's beautiful. All right. I'm going to go over everything in order from how our friendship started, how different he was when his behavior changed, the live on-stream threat, really. Post defamation, active attempts to burn my career, and using power in Vtwinks, which is the first time I think we've ever heard of this, to falsely accuse and remove me and an innocent friend from the group. By the way, I'm pretty sure the defamation that I believe was mentioned yesterday was so, and this was actually something that Shizu mentioned. And I'm just going to mention it now to see if I'm correct. Shizu was at an event, like a meet and greet at a convention, and one of these femboys came to the con dressed as him. And then allegedly one of the other femboys, basically who had feelings or allegedly had feelings for him, later told Shizu that they allegedly had sex with the person that was cosplaying as him. And Shizu like got really freaked out and weirded out by that. And so that's what I am assuming this is. I may be wrong, but I'm going to assume that it is somewhere in that ballpark.
Girl shows up to an event cosplaying as me.
Oh, no, it's another dude.
That depends on how cute the dude is. I'm still hitting.
I mean, if he's dressed up as you, he better be. I don't even know where to begin. I have never wanted to make one of these in my life. I've made fun and cracked jokes when seeing docs appear online. Always thought it was silly and dumb, but yet here we. Oh my gosh, they're including the dots in there as well. This is not a role play, motherfucker.
Take your cringe RP stuff somewhere else. Jeez. People are embarrassing.
I was scared about doing this, but seeing my friends stand by me and having my hand forced by Shizu led to this. ... And whenever I see ... I'm just gonna say it. ... Either way, I am here, taking a stand to let my voice be heard. Too many friends and innocents have been hurt by him. Shizu has gone too far. I want to share my experience with Shizu to show how destructive his behavior is. Excuse me.
I don't think he's gone far enough.
He's not, no. I want to send out a warning to be careful, and if you ever had to interact with the individual, you deserve to know everything. The truth.
If it doesn't come out that Shizu just straight up killed somebody, I am done. That's all.
I swear I need Star Wars. I need the Star Wars theme like in the beginning of this.
Dude, why is it so dramatic?
They're all femboys, that's why.
It's very important, Hiroi. You don't understand.
Well, he wouldn't want to ruin his life, by the way. Yeah, exactly. Again, I was told by the manager that they don't want to use life ruination.
The thing about life ruination is it's not something that you can just... It's not something that you necessarily intend to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's one of those things that just kind of happens and stuff like that.
There's unintentional and then intentional, because there's what Niara did to Kirsch, which was definitely intentional. And then you could say that maybe these guys don't intend to inflict that on Shizu, but it definitely is going to have an effect depending on how Shizu takes this, basically.
Oh, by the way, I just want to comment.
Well.
No.
I also really need to comment about this. It's 47 pages. That's another aspect of it. That's how you know this is going to be the one that takes out Shizu.
Exactly. It's like all the other ones combined are probably 47 pages, but this is the big one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I hope some of these pages are just like a single picture.
I hope so too. But I believe that Smo is also managed by the manager, so maybe I don't know if the manager read or proofread any of this, but like I'm going to assume that maybe there was some tard wrangling to make sure that this didn't look horrible.
Should have tard wrangled Moxie's. Couldn't read half of that fucking thing.
Moxie's was so bad, I legitimately wanted to throw up.
But he needed at least like 8 other people to like make sure that I refuse to believe that wasn't a first draft.
What's insane to me is like Calum's was the one that actually had the most substance in it that felt like you could say maybe okay to. Everybody else's he was an asshole basically.
I'm still not really sure what Moxie's was, to be honest.
Moxie's was like
I couldn't read it.
What's crazy about Moxie's is it started, then stopped, and then started right back at the beginning again, and then started back again in the middle. So I really don't know.
Might have unironically been drunk while writing it.
It's possible. Well, wait. Moxie, I think, okay, I could be wrong, but I think
Moxie did talk about drinking a lot.
Moxie was the one who called him and yelled all those things at him while drunk, so you might be right.
That's the reason I said Moxie might have been drunk during his. Sounded like he had an alcohol problem.
Yeah, like Moxie does come off like it's an alcohol problem.
Well, I was going to say he's a femboy, but I don't think all femboys are drunkards. At least you not.
That's debatable.
Anyway. I had no intention of creating a document about an ex-friend, especially after the harsh terms we left on. However, everything I will go into detail about is below. What prompted me to start writing this document was his decision to refuse to talk to me and settle this in private, and instead choosing to publicly announce on his Twitter what he believes is right without the information that he could have confirmed with me. Essentially publicly slandering me with lies on Twitter. We will see if slander is actually slander. And this is a... You're right. I do have to say slander. Classic. Let's see. So this is September 25th, 2024. And this is Smol replying to Shizu, where Shizu says, and the type of things you are into. Small replies on 9/25/24 saying, was checking back with these DMs and honestly was kind of curious. What did you mean by this? Okay. And then another post. Oh, okay. Wait, was this? Oh, this must have been written after he wrote about. Okay, so what ended up happening is Callum's doc came out and Shizu began inferring about who else would write a Google Doc on him. And this post here, which I actually read yesterday on stream, I'll read them again. But this post was Shizu basically saying, oh, by the way, I think Smo is going to write about me. And this is what Smo is going to write about. So quoting Shizu saying, another one will probably come from Peppermint Pimp and Smol no Uwu.
To be fair, one did not come from Peppermint Pimp. However, Peppermint Pimp made like 8 billion Twitter posts about him.
Mizu, the chat's saying that the screenshots are a little blurry. Do you need me to zoom in?
No, that's just because it's through chat.
Oh, fair enough.
Here, let me see if I can. I mean, you'd have to up the what you call it.
Hold on, let me see if I can do that.
Streaming quality.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Let's see. That is now it's 1880.
1080. But yes, it is a lot clearer.
Here, now it's 1440. Is that better?
Yeah.
Perfect. Hopefully my internet doesn't die. There's a small chance it will because it's almost midnight, but we'll see.
It'll be fine.
All right. Sounds good. All right.
Nah, we'll make it. We'll make
Quote
it.
from Shizu on his Twitter. I'm kind of upset that you didn't include the date, but you know, it is what it is. Another will come from Peppermint Pimp and Smolanuwu. These two were some of the most uncomfortable people I had to deal with. It started when I attended a virtual meet and greet and spent some time chatting with fans. One fan showed up cosplaying as me, which was genuinely honored by. However, unfortunately, what happened afterwards made me feel awful. A group I was connected to at the time came over to say hi. One of them, Smolanuwu, saw the cosplayer and invited them to join the group, saying it was fine because they were with me. Later, I found out that Smolano ended up sleeping with that viewer later the same day. This really bothered. So it's not even that they were friends. It's that allegedly Smolano found this individual dressed as him, decided to bring him in, and then allegedly slept with him. And I'm saying allegedly because I don't know if that's actually true.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I see no problem. Phone him all day.
It's like, oh my gosh, he looks like that guy I have feelings for. I'm gonna go tap that. You know what's funny is when I read this, I did bring up a picture of Sam Hyde because I wanted to be funny.
Fair.
Let's see. This really bothered me. Not long before, Smolanu had told me they had feelings for me, so hearing that they got involved with someone dressed as me felt uncomfortable and wrong. Later on, I was told by mods who were friends with the cosplayer that Smolanu and the viewer got into a relationship that seemed very toxic. It also turned out that Smolanu was in some kind of shared relationship with Peppermint Pimp. It's kind of funny to say considering that their name is Peppermint Pimp, and wanted them added into the situation. From then on, I kept hearing negative things and got more upset knowing they had used my name to get close to a viewer and pull them into something like that. I told Smolanu that if anything messed up happened, I would remove him from everything. Eventually, it did. I also want to point out that I met both of them in person and barely spoke to them, yet they told others we had, quote, deep conversations, unquote, that never actually happened. Below is a photo of the cosplayer. The second image is the cosplayer on Smolano's account posting selfies. This was brought to my attention after I was told he was asked to bring the cosplay of me with him visiting. And then here's the picture of Smolano showing this. Now, Smolano alleges that this is actually him and not the cosplayer. So,
does it
Femboy
matter
Pimp,
necessarily?
like
that would be my question. Like, let's really think
really.
about it and be like, so, okay, he might have got that wrong, but does it matter?
Yeah, I don't know. Just laying that, just putting all the facts out there. I want to be true and honest. So, something that should have been kept private. Shizu instead spread his assumption about my private matters with people in my personal life to use as a shield to defend himself. More details about the truth on this matter can be later found in Miso's section, but that is a TLDR of the main motivator. And by the way, Miso's section is all the way the fuck down in section 7. But that is the main.
So are we just expected need to go jumping around here or what?
We're not going to do that. We're going to read all the way through. I'm going to be honest with you.
But yes, we are expected to jump around.
Probably. But that is a TLDR of the main motivator behind this document's existence in the first place. I appreciate everyone who takes the time to read through this. Remember to use the doc tabs for chapters. The beginning. How our relationship initially formed and the dynamic we shared early on. We were friends since he first messaged me back in May of 22, because by then we had already hung out a few times. Wait, he first messaged me back in 22 because by then, okay, I don't know why this is capped, but that really fucked me up.
So here's a random thing, because I saw it today from somebody else and it reminded me, because it's something I've always said. You guys need to stop acting like every random person you meet for 5 minutes is your friend.
No, yeah, I agree.
Like, you guys don't really know each other. You occasionally talk once in a blue moon on Discord. You are friendly with each other. You are not friends.
Yeah, pretty much. Because one of the things that you guys will recognize, and I pointed this out multiple times when I read all the other docs, a lot of these guys were friends for 5 minutes and then decided that they could be best friends because they all share the same tag, Femboy. It's like literally me thinking that I can be friends with all the Gyaru VTubers on Twitter. Fun fact, a lot of them hate me because I talk drama. So it's just like, you know, that's not how it works. So a lot of these guys end up getting hurt because they're like, oh my gosh, you're a femboy, I'm a femboy, we can be besties forever.
Also, they're all like oddly sexual with each
their own
other.
opinions.
They are all oddly sexual with each other. It's really weird.
It's just a femboy thing.
Don't slander me that way.
I don't know, Mizu. I don't know.
Look, just because I'm sexual with everyone around me doesn't mean it's because I'm a femboy. Because I'm a degenerate.
Such is the unfortunate result of emulating women. Ugh.
Indeed.
He got it. He understands.
I blame Shiroi.
Yeah.
I can be blamed for a lot of things, Mizu.
She can be. It's okay.
Shiroi did Waco.
Let's see.
I'm used to being blamed for things.
Let's see. In VC, around friends and such. Wait, dude, there. Okay, I'm already upset. I am already fucking upset because the formatting on this is all fucked up. Do I need to tell Smo to go back to elementary school too? Because there's no period here, and you're just starting out with a capitalized letter, and there's a period here, and it sounds like you're continuing another sentence, and then putting a period here. What the fuck?
Yeah, all of them could have used some proofreading.
Legitimately.
This one's gonna be good, guys.
Legitimately.
It's gonna be real good.
Grammarly is free. Do you use it?
Don Hato, that night I was at home mourning, is what I was doing. Now, the night before is the real question.
Like, legitimately, the only person that has given me an excuse for why their Google Docs suck so much was Shizu. Too many SH names. And it's because he's got dyslexia. I'm going to ask you, Smo, what I asked everybody else. What's your fucking excuse? What is your excuse for not knowing how to write?
Did any people pass a grammar class?
I didn't.
Like, I know that you guys scrambled to write some of this, but legitimately, did you not proofread?
You know, maybe it's a good thing that Gen Alpha can't read. If this is what's produced for people who can read. We just need to forget.
I am sorry for just like harping on this. We're not even done with the second fucking page. But learn to fucking read. Or excuse me, write. It's just autism. That's, you know what? That's right. I was told that Smo does have autism. Although I don't feel like that should be a good excuse because I have autism and I know how to write.
Some would even say your autism is the reason why the bad writing is making you so mad.
You're right.
You're angry because it's a cracked reflection of yourself.
It's like looking at Chris Chan and saying, gosh damn it, why do you have to be so gay? All right, let's continue. Then we grew closer friends, as he stated. Then we grew closer friends as he stated to reach out to me more and hang out for long hours. What? Hang out for long hours of the day just to chill and talk. Because I'm an extreme introvert online and tend to keep myself in worry of bothering others. Wait. That's another one. Oh my god.
Occo's feeling how I was reading the Moxie document.
Yeah, but I was there. I was just half asleep because all of it was bad. And I just finished watching Better Call Saul. But oh my god.
Okay, how many people were involved in this?
8.
Like how many? 8 people were involved in this.
Is that including the
How
manager
many docs?
too?
I'm trying
the
to
manager
think.
the manager doesn't really count because he told me he didn't help them really. He just kind of
I'm
like
just like-
corralled them together.
I'm just like, did you not have anybody you could send and just be like, hey, how's this look?
So I think 7
Like, if you did
publicly.
send this to someone, did they even read it? You know?
They apparently did not.
all
You
I'm
had
gonna
a
say,
year to work on this project. You get an F.
all I'm gonna say, all right? When you want to notify the because I know most people don't read Google Docs, they just say my experience with X and then just say, oh my gosh, I feel so bad for you. But legitimately, for the people that do read it, they're gonna get to you not knowing how to speak and say this man is illiterate. I don't have to listen to anything he says because only illiterate people, because illiterate people don't know how to cancel somebody. So this is bad.
I am
You should
ashamed to be a
feel
VTuber.
bad.
You should be.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Our
It
people
felt
can't
nice that-
cancel anybody.
It felt nice that I finally had a big VTuber friend that would reach out just to check up on me and want to hang. All right, and so this is the beginning of their DMs on 5/6/22. Shizu, nice tits, ooh. Smole, smiling face sticker. Hey, thanksy. You has nice ones as well. Shizu, thanksies, ooh.
None of you have tits. They're all coping. None of them have tits.
I see that Lumi is just dead.
I don't know what's going.
You're just playing Dune.
No, I'm not playing Dune because then it'll make my model lag.
Oh, fair enough.
Dune's kind of intensive right now. It'll be fixed after a couple weeks or so, though.
It is. It consumes either 50% of my CPU or 90% of it.
I'm just. God, this is cringe.
Hey, Lumi, nice melons. Well, there you go. Wait, there's at least 2 people here that actually have verifiable melons on screen.
Yeah, me and Lumi.
Exactly. Let's see here. So that was back in May 6th. Now we're jumping up to June 10th. Wait, hold on. I want to zoom in here to see if these are cut. They are not. So, like, literally, Shizu says hi on the 6th and then doesn't say anything again till the 10th.
Don't forget,
Oh,
guys, these are
goodness.
very close friends.
Exactly. 6/10/22. Shizu. Esmon. Is that really what you call him? Esmon. Esmon. Is it supposed to be Simon? I think it's supposed to be. I don't know. Simon. You busy? Simonu. I'm just gonna call him Simon. Simon, in a sec. Why? Shizu, want to hang out in a bit? Simon, sure, for like 30 minutes or so. Shizu, KK. Simon, give me 2 secs. 2 secs. Bwaha, hi. Simon, or Shizu, hi. Fuck, there's too many people with S names. Fucking hell. I'm losing my mind already. Shizu, hi, want to call? Simon, yes. Shizu started a call that lasted 24 minutes. Bounce
Okay,
over.
They had
Go
cyber
ahead.
sex in there.
This is
Possible.
totally unrelated to most of this, but this is exactly because I have some furry friends, some in some fur servers, like, you know, that I know, like, some furries are in. Yeah, this is pretty similar to how they talk. It's like the same kind of just like random, like, weird, you know, stuff, like just kind of thrown out there, like where it's weirdly affectionate, even though you don't really know each other that well.
Yeah.
I was just
No, I
told,
just
by the
thought-
way, that
Shiroi
we do
furry
have a.
confirmed.
No.
I
Too
was
late.
just told that we have confirmed that we can have that interview tomorrow, Mizu. Although I think it'll be at midnight and not 11 p.m.
Okay.
So I'll do something before the interview, but then we'll gather together and do it. Just letting you know it is actually going to happen.
Gotcha.
I am not, no.
All right. Where was I? I think it was this screenshot.
Yeah, it was a screenshot.
Shizu on 6/13/22. Smo. Simon. Yeah? Question mark. What Popper. Shizu. Want to play DBD together? Simon. Sure. Shizu. Call. So yesterday when I saw all of these people trying to share how like they were friends, I was like internally questioning why they are just showing how why normal conversations. My assumption, and I still think it's shit, that they're trying to show that they were normal friends with each other, or allegedly normal friends with each other. It just doesn't lend to it. It pads out the doc, in my personal opinion. And I don't need to know that you guys had normal conversations and then you had cyber sex for 24 minutes. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Also, thank you for the raid.
No, you're right. And even because we're really the only ones bringing up the you weren't real friends kind of point. For everybody else, had they just oh yeah, me and Shizu were friends, nobody would have questioned it. It wouldn't have been like a debate point at all. Everybody would be like, okay, they were friends.
I'm gonna double check there's no porn in this. I did read it, but I guess I didn't sift to make sure there was no porn. I'm pretty sure there is none. Okay, no, that's not cutting it. Let's see. Okay, there's nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, I was just told there's no porn. Okay, good. Thank you. I guess I should have confirmed that beforehand, but I was... I guess I don't expect
Just too
it.
excited.
What?
Just too excited. Whole new
Exactly.
doc to read.
I know, a new Google Doc. All right. Then we started to get more into content talk and help each other with different topics, questions, etc. We shared art, talked about when to post. He shared his not safe for work ASMRs, whip, and overall helpful knowledge. I helped him with music and gave advice about voice control. Oh yeah, that's the thing. I did actually, from the small stuff I did see on Smo or Simon's account, they are like an audio engineer of some kind. And it looked like they were messing with audio stuff earlier today. So I think that's their autistic thing. Which, hey, cool. Spicy ASMR,
autism,
let's
bro.
go. Exactly. It's your autism, broski. Next screenshot. Shizu started a call that lasted an hour, so their sex lasted an hour. Sketch of Shizu on a bed. Whip of art for when I try making my first ASMR video. Ooh woo. Oh, by the way, this is on 6/6/22. Wait a minute. This was 6/10. Wait. So these are cut DMs right here. These are cut DMs. Because this is 5/6. This is 6/10. These are 6/6. So these are... Why? Why are you putting them out of order like that? Why?
You have officially ruined the timeline of events.
Why do you... Why is this necessary? I thought you included this because it was attached to this.
Who knows?
Oh my god.
All right, let's... I'm sorry. Just, nip at me if I break down like this, but let's get back. Simon, ooh, I love it. Heart emoji. We should get art one day. Smiley face. Shizu, sure. Cat face. Simon, cutie, heart emoji. And then again on 4/15/23, Simon sharing a picture of an eye. What you think about this? Simon, oh yeah, that's hot. And then Shizu again on 8/9/23, where he shows a picture of a poll on Discord. No, that's not a poll. That is a picture of a Twitch stat page that says, which channels have viewers in common with mine? Showing Moxie, Twilly, Benji, Smolanu, and Limechew.
We
Two
talked
of those
about
names.
Benji and Limechew already.
We did. And I both of them very sus individuals in my personal opinion.
You know, when I was a femboy, I never got invited to any of these communities.
Well, were you just too small, or
I don't know,
were
I
you
guess.
just too
I thought you were a
problematic?
femboy. Thought you're still a femboy.
I mean, in real life. But I mean, I don't really
Mm.
consider Shotas femboys. I don't think it works.
Ah, okay. That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Yeah, this is just him showing that he's got similar viewers to Smo, and this does kind. I don't know how. Okay, so this is back in 2022, so maybe I would have to see an updated picture. But this does kind of show that at the very least they show 10%, maybe even 20% of the viewers with each other. But like, if the number, if this number isn't so similar now, that's a good indication that like Shizu doesn't really share an audience with them, and he would probably walk away with from this unscathed. Because typically, if losing an audience means that all of the people that cancel you have a similar audience. Just a little side note there.
Yeah.
Poggies smiling frog emoji. Simon, Poggies, is that good? Shizu, Yi means we're ultra homies. No, it means that you guys are ultra competitive with each other and need to dance around each other. Simon, for reals? Oh, whoa. Shizu, Yi. We even met each other IRL. I was so happy. I really started to cherish our friendship. It seemed like I found a friend who actually cares about me and I care about them. What he was doing for me was nice and helpful, and I loved being able to help where I can. It's my favorite feeling in the world, all because we became friends. But something... okay, I am thinking something very evil in my head right now. Oh my gosh. Chat, I need you to imagine that Chris Chan is saying all of this.
Oh,
Is that too evil of me to say? Is that too evil of me to say?
A little bit, yes.
I'm sorry.
But I have a feeling I'm going to be very disappointed about what changed.
I'm sorry. It's just, this sounds so much like Chris Chan. I'm just waiting for him to say, Captain's log, start date, 11...
Captain's log, star date, 2025.
I'm serious. Sonichu makes it more tolerable to listen to because it's hilarious, I guess.
Does that do the Chris Chan voice?
No. Let's see. So this was on 10/27/23. Shizu, excited to meet today? Simon, huh? You're in New York City and no one tells me till now? Simon, or Shizu, LMAO. Simon, can't wait to see you, hun. Heart emoji, assuming you already met Line and more. Oh gosh, they met Line Chew IRL. All right, next section. Shifts in behavior. When and how his actions began to change and the impact it had in our friendship. These regular interactions started extremely slow down in early 2024. Oh no, he stopped talking to me. Then around WeebCon March 2024, they came to a halt. I was curious as to why. Did I do something? Is he mad at me? Or is he bored of me?
Can we... Okay. Like, if somebody stops talking with you, for one, that's a two-way street.
It is,
like,
yeah.
But that's a two-way street. And it's not uncommon, dude. I have friends who I'm very close with who, like, you know, I kind of just stop talking with every so often. Like, I got people I haven't talked with in, like, months.
Same.
Just life.
Same.
And it's just like, it's life. Life happens.
Yeah, and it's just like, I don't hate people. I legitimately feel bad because there's a lot of people that just reach out to me sometimes. I'm like, oh fuck, I haven't said hi to them in a while, and I feel bad. But it's just like, I sometimes really have to write down notes of who I have a conversation with, because I get messages every single day on my Discord and it fills up my list. And if you're not on that first list of 10 people, I unfortunately just forget. And it's not because I hate you, it's because I'm autistic. So
blaming your autism.
Exactly. My mom told me she gets upset when I do that.
That is a crutch.
Come on, Sylvie. Calm down.
That is a crutch. All right, it's like you're gonna drop the anxiety card.
Oh gosh. Speaking of Sylvie, did you want to take a side tangent just real quick and talk about your interaction with him this week?
No, because look, I haven't technically had an interaction with him this week, but this moron doxed himself to me.
Yeah.
Because
how did that happen?
Wait, hold on. What?
There's a document I have, a Google Doc, because I think everybody knows this. Whenever a Google Doc pops up, I immediately save it, because you never know who's going to delete it, who's going to edit it, or what. But all of the Google Docs I save are set to private. You can only access it if I give you permission. because that's just how I have it set up by default. And
Yep.
there was one document forever ago. The only person I sent it to was Sylvie. And as soon as I sent it to him, I thought better of it and immediately like canceled access.
Mhm.
So he is the only one that has a link to this private document. And yesterday, from his real life named Google account, requested access to that document like 10 times in a row.
Okay, for what it's worth, I have accidentally seen a lot of real life names on PayPal. There's a very good reason why I try to avoid using PayPal.
I do too. I tell everybody just like get a business account if you can, but I understand why they can't sometimes. But that's really so. Sylvie doxed himself. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not going to do anything with that information, obviously, because you're not that kind of person. But
Well, I'll also add this because at first I didn't know forgot I had sent it to Sylvie, so I was like, I don't know how who this guy is or how he found this. So I went to the VTuber who the document was about, and I was like, hey, just do you happen to recognize this name because of this is the situation that happened? And they're like, no, I don't recognize that name. They come back 5 minutes later, they're like, hey, I asked my friend, apparently that's Sylvie.
Wow.
And then I thought about it. I was like, yeah, it really only can be him. He's the only
it
one.
really only can be him.
And I thought about it, and I was like, how do you know? Wait, what? So apparently they had a situation where Sylvie doxed themselves to them, too. So
We all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo.
apparently.
So yeah, Mizu knows his name.
First and last. Because he's one of those people that he makes... It might be his birthday, too, because it looks like he's one of those people that does first name, last name, birthday, unless the numbers he chose really were completely random.
Oh god.
That is just the worst thing you can possibly do. I'm
Not
sorry.
smart man. No, not smart man at all.
You don't put too many identifiable things on there in the first place.
Yeah, it's a dumb thing to do.
Unless your name's something
Yeah.
really generic. But even then.
Very good, Sylvie.
Like John
we
Walker.
love you.
Or John Smith.
Why do people use their full name emails? Probably use his personal email to try to gain access.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, I have a personal email like that, but I only use it for my job.
I have a
Yeah,
personal
same.
email that uses my actual name, but I'm not touching that. I'm not adding that onto anything.
Yeah, mine's
Yeah,
not connected to anything. It is strictly for when I was out of work. I used it to apply for jobs.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Because let's face it, nobody wants to use their VTuber email on Indeed.
Who's gonna hire Mizu VTuber business at
exactly.
Costco or something?
No. No. 100%. No, it's legitimately my private email is on a different browser. I don't even use it on the browser that I use for VTubing because I keep separate browser tabs for different things. Like Opera is for VTubing, and then I just use Google or Brave for non-VTubing stuff in my private life. So it's
Fair.
good job, Sylvie. You doxed yourself. I mean, nothing's gonna be done with it, but good.
Be more careful with your information.
Yeah, and just know that if you ever do something stupid that is law specific, you fucked yourself.
I wonder how long until we turn this into an Aura sponsorship.
Exactly. I'd be down to be sponsored by Aura. Anyway, let's get back into this. I feel like we laughed at the himbo enough. Let's jump back into this. All right, so we're getting back to we're going from the himbo, who also has autism, to the autistic femboy that got upset that he wasn't being talked to anymore by Shizu. I recently tried to push myself to reach out to see why he stopped talking to me. First, I tried to say hey to attempt to a normal convo starter, but no response. So I tried our usual convo starters when we needed each other. So I tried asking for help with content since that's what I was used to. Some time had passed and he DM'd me, clearly very mad at me. So I would like to know the last time that he messaged you before April 15th of 24, but fair. That would be really useful to know just how deep back that it goes, but that's just a personal nitpick. Simon on 4/15/24. Hey, BB, how are you? And then on 4/16, would you happen to know good times to upload on each platform or no? And then also maybe what are some good tags? And then 10 days later, Shizu, yo, whatever you are doing with blank, if he ends up ditching my community because of whatever weird stuff you're doing with him that you did with blank, I'm not going to be involved with you anymore.
Is this talking about him fucking the cosplayer that kind of looked like him?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
So
That's
here's
funny.
the thing, right? If assuming that happened, personally, I probably wouldn't care. However, I can 100% understand why other people would care. Like 100%. If you told me like, yeah, so my friend was like really invested in fucking a cosplayer that looked like me, I'd be like, yeah, you know, I can kind of understand why you're not friends anymore.
Yeah, listen, it is just kind of creepy. All right, legitimately, it is just kind of creepy to say that. So again, allegedly, but yeah. Somebody sent me the WAV file for that sound clip, and I'm gonna add it to my soundboard eventually. Not tonight, but I will add it to my soundboard for later. Let's see here, and then on the 27th, so a day later, Simon, okay, great response. And then Shizu said, you made blank sad with you ditching him for Valentine's, and now you're messing with a viewer of mine. I am not happy with you. The person he refers to in the context of if he ends up ditching my community and messing with a viewer of mine is a friend I met for the first time at WeebCon, cosplaying Shizu while I was cosplaying myself. This friend and I have grown very close and have expressed feelings for each other early on. Oh gosh. Is that okay, I'm guessing this is supposed to be Smonu. I'm going to keep my opinions to myself. Here's where I'll admit I have a pretty bad rep when it comes to anything more than friends. You don't want to admit that when you're trying to sink somebody else, my man. I have a serious commitment issues due to past traumas of relationships. Usually what leads to backing out or just hurting the person I like. I would further elaborate said traumas, but it is currently unrelated to the problem at hand. No,
It's kind of related.
It is kind of related. What the heck? Oh, that's Shiro. I was confused what was going on there. But no, yeah, it is kind of
for the chat.
What? Oh, sorry.
Listen, I'm gonna say this right now, Smo. You not telling me makes me a little bit sussed out based off of this. So I don't know what I'm supposed to feel with this. But as of today, they are still my close friend. Not friends, friend. They have never given up on me. We still share feelings, but have accepted waiting for me to better myself. They have only ever held out their hand out and helped me along with my struggles. I can't even count the amount of times I pushed him and others away because I've given up. And they say they will never give up on me. Oh gosh, did I just get rickrolled?
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
Wait, can you reread that for me?
Let's
They
see.
say they will never wait.
And they say they will never give up on me.
Nah, it wasn't a proper rickroll.
Kay in the chat brings up a good question. Why does every doc like this turn into them trying to defend themselves in the doc rather than talking about what Shizu did? That's a good question. She's like, why do you have to defend yourself on the thing that you are supposed to be using to bury this
Are you
person?
also a mass murderer like Shizu is apparently? Like,
never gonna turn around and Google Doc you.
Yeah, that was a big thing.
Well, that turned out to be a lie.
That was a big thing, chat, with Mox's document, especially in his closing, because his closing, the entire thing, was trying to justify himself. Had absolutely nothing to do with Shizu. And I was like, I don't really understand what's happening here. I thought this was a Shizu cancel. But they're all, a lot of them are like this, where they'll have like a section where they're trying to like more litigate themselves than they are Shizu, and I don't get it.
Yeah. And it's just like, I'm not going to tell you that you're not allowed to have grievances with somebody if you've got skeletons in your closet, but like, it really doesn't
Don't bring
make
up
people
those skeletons
sympathetic.
while you're trying to call them out.
Exactly. Don't like bring up the skeletons. Just like say he's a shitheel. I hate him. He's a horrible person. He pissed on my dog. Don't just say I also pissed on my own dog, because that just makes you sound stupid.
Yes.
Mizu.
Oh.
Say skeleton.
Skeleton? What?
I don't think we can be friends anymore.
What's wrong with how I say skeleton? That is how you say skeleton.
You don't emphasize the T enough. Clearly a display of your lack of it. Anyways.
I'm Southern. We don't use T's. That's liberal propaganda.
Anyway, let's move
That's it.
on.
I'm making a Google Doc.
Let's see. Digging into my personal relationships was highly unnecessary and none of his business in the first place.
I mean,
Well, I'm curious
admittedly,
to know-
if your whole relationship is based on the fact that they are dressing up like him, kind of is a little bit his business.
Just a tiny bit. Yeah, maybe not a lot, but it is just a tiny bit. I would listen if I don't know, just a random friend that I met online came to a con and that I was doing an appearance at, and one of my fans dressed as me, and then they later told me that they fucked that fan. I would kind of want to know like what the dynamic is. I'd be a little weirded out by it. Not gonna lie. So yeah, I do feel like a little bit of it is his business, because that would make him feel weird. So let's see here. After 3 months passed and I decided to check in again after what was said. This is where I thought everything was calming back down and we were chill. Okay, broski, you can't just abandon someone for 3 months and then decide that everything is okay again. If I like, using my family, for example, if I was like a shitheel to my family or to my mother specifically, because sometimes she and I get into fights with each other, because a phlegmatic person and a choleric person don't really get along all the time. But like if I had a fight with my mom and then just decided not to repair it, I could understand that like 3 months later, she might be like, why are you talking to me? I thought you hated me. So it's just like, broski, how can you not understand? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's just the autism speaking. I think that's just the autism speaking. I don't know.
Aka's having a tism fit.
I am having a tism fit because I'm literally looking at people that don't understand why he's upset at them. It's just like, I kind of get it.
Oh, look, come on, Occo. They're not mind readers.
Shut up,
like Cinder.
Chihuahua.
Had to throw that dig in there.
All right. I can read minds, but you know,
Fair enough.
that's just how it is. It's just a skill you develop.
As a woman, yeah.
Yeah.
These are all fake
let's
women,
see.
so they can't.
This is true. We went back to not talking, making me quite upset that things were not like how they were. Again, I understand why he's a little bit upset. So you can't, like, you can be upset, but your upsetness isn't justified in my opinion. But at least we stopped fighting and he said we're okay, still friends. He doesn't hate me. Everything is fine, right? All right, let's read these DMs. I will say that is an issue that I have with Shizu, is he will just try and smooth things over. And when I interviewed him, he was like, oh yeah, I tried to smooth things over with Moxie because I didn't want to like cause waves. So my assumption is Shizu will say we're still friends in an attempt to like not cause waves, where instead he should really just be truthful with his feelings and say, yeah, I fucking hate you for what you did there. Maybe you should like take a step back. Because I do feel like communication
It's also possible
is...
that means that Shizu may be incapable of acknowledging when they don't really like someone.
Well, I do know that he has massive anxiety based off of what he told me. And so, okay, fine, cool. You have massive anxiety. You don't want to confront your issues. Then don't be friends with people on the internet.
Yeah.
Don't be friends with these motherfucking idiots. If you can't be honest with them, they don't deserve to be your friends. So, but yeah, anyway, we'll continue here. Get Occo a fidget spinner. I got the next best thing. I got the remote to my fan in my hands. All right, this is July 2nd, 24. Simon, so do you ever like kind of want to talk about anything, or should I just not message you anymore? Shizu, talk about what? Simon, like how we kind of ending talking to each other? Want on a good note. My fucking... I
Do you think they talk like
Somebody-
idiots because they think it's cute?
Somebody might have mentioned that Smo is not English first. Manager, is Smo an English speaker
Girls are at
natively?
their cutest when they're retarded.
If this person is a native English speaker, I think they need to go back to school.
I
I'm
think there
sorry.
are levels.
I'm sorry I'm like getting so upset, but like
If it's at the
Oh,
if it's at the
unironically.
point where it's annoying, yeah, it's not really very cute anymore. But
I mean maybe it's just like a thing with each other. I don't know. Okay, I was I was told, and I quote, sadly English. Thank you.
oof.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Continue on. Shizu. It's fine to just stop talking and not have it be a bad thing. Simon. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like we ended off things like you hating me. Shizu. I don't hate you. Simon. Are you sure? Shizu. Yeah. And then the next day. Emoji. Just doesn't feel like that though. Simon. I'm just tired.
Let it go. It's that meme, the guy with the backpack. It says, just let it go, bro.
Yeah.
People on the
Okay,
internet
yeah.
letting it go? That doesn't happen. That's not okay. That's not allowed.
Oh my gosh, there's video. Oh my gosh, there's a video. Fuck no. All right. A live stream threat.
Oh, here we go.
I know Moxie is Spanish, but that's not fully confirmed, TBH. Okay.
I've talked to
a
Moxie.
detail-
Moxie speaks English just fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've spoken directly to Moxie. He speaks English just
Okay,
fine.
look.
He just apparently can't type it.
Speaking and spelling a word are two very different things.
Mm-hmm. All right. A detailed account of the incident where Shizu made a direct threat during a live broadcast. I guess I was wrong because it only got worse. I was a very consistent lurker in Shizu's chat to the point where people recognize me and point me out if I'm spotted/talk in chat. So one day I saw Shizu discussing something on a Just Chatting stream. He's talking about Nux Taku and the whole Taiga situation. Oh, for fuck's sake, Taiga gets a stray in here.
There's an old one.
I sat and listened for a bit and heard Shizu make some good points about Nux, so I decided to say something in chat about him being right and my thoughts on Nux. After noticing me in chat, he goes on to say lots of stuff, but what sticks is, quote, I want you to know that I know how you acted last week about Taiga, okay? Don't you come into my chat acting like you support shit, okay? Fucking Weasley ass fucking people. I see Twitter. I'm not fucking stupid. I know who you live with, bitch.
That's some wild.
I
wild.
kinda wanna listen
That
to
is
this.
a line right there.
I kind of want to
That is
listen to
a
this. Hold
line.
on. My heart sank because even without saying any names of who he was talking to, I know it was directed at me. Hold on. I'm gonna.
How? That was the thing with some of the other ones was they'd
Oh,
constantly
it's a
do
5-minute video.
Probably not watching that.
You don't want to watch it? It's 5 minutes.
Maybe. But no, here's the thing we saw the other day when I was talking about it, is there was a lot of times where they'd be like, I know he was talking about me. Like, it was a vague post and he didn't say any names, but it was definitely about me.
Mhm.
Okay. My take on that. If somebody's vague posting about you, you must be an absolute narcissist to even know if they're vague posting about you. There are so many people in this world, and they could be talking about a lot of other people.
What is this? Is this another YouTube video? Oh, it's another YouTube video. What the fuck? Smo threat, Shizu context. I feel like we should watch these for full brevity. I don't know. We can vote. We can vote on it if you guys want.
Hmm.
Oh, it's fine.
All right, cool. All right. So give me one moment. 'Cause I don't know if my audio is going to work. Is it not going to like actually play?
Did you do when I said you did the window where you allow the audio?
No, it legitimately says my OBS cut all the audio. There's no audio. You're oh, I can't. We can't use this.
What
We
do you
can't use this.
mean?
What?
Smo's audio cut all of the context. You're fucking insane.
Why would you?
And you're gonna put this in your doc. You're gonna put this in your doc after you're gonna be like, oh, OBS cut all the audio. Oh, that doesn't sound suspicious at all.
I'm being told that there is some audio. All right.
That's
all
still
right,
cringe,
cool.
bro.
Let's see. Let's see. Audio starts at 2:24. Are you fucking with me?
Man, these guys went on ahead and just decided to copy every negative attribute that women have, including the inability to handle tech.
All right, we'll just go through this here.
Trying to be nice to you, but you're all retarded.
Yeah. Right here, you'll see my message in the chat that sparked what follows. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Right here. Right there. Oh, and you got a little weird pointer. Okay. Ignore my friends. Oh my god. Why would you not censor them? I was sending a simple agreement in the chat. Oh my god. Your Honor, please excuse my client. The evidence is just a little oopsie doopsie.
Unironically, if this ended up in court, which it obviously wouldn't, but like let's
No.
pretend we're in an actual court for over this for some reason.
Yeah.
All the lawyer would have to say would be like, okay, but like where's the first 2 minutes of audio? We have no idea what he was saying in that.
And then it would get dismissed with prejudice.
Yeah, they'd be like, we have no idea what the context is, and client intentionally does not have the context.
Yeah, again, like I'm like half leaning on not. We're gonna watch all of this, but like if I was on my own, I would have been like, fuck this, I'm not watching it.
Try harder.
Takes a bit before he acknowledges my message. Audio starts at 2:24. Oh my gosh, we've got literally another fucking minute of this.
God. I can see why you were so afraid to write this doc. You're terrible at it.
I don't think they were afraid, but like, unironically.
Or I guess didn't want to. Just jeez.
All right, 24 seconds until we get audio. Here, I'll put it on 1.25 speed chat. 10 seconds.
Also, I see in chats that there are a few people coming to chat talking right now about Taiga and like, you know, giving him like support and stuff. I want you to know that I know how you acted last week about Taiga. Okay? Don't you come to my chat acting like you support shit. Okay? Fucking Weasley ass fucking people. I see Twitter. I'm not fucking stupid. I know who you live with, bitch. Don't you dare come to my chat.
This is allegedly the threat, I think. It's a convenient time to start the audio. It is a very, very convenient time to start the audio, in my personal opinion. Very convenient. Again, court of law would have said, Your Honor, we're dismissing this with prejudice.
Trying to like fucking
He
change your mind.
said there's nothing he can do with this. Like,
No, the people who I'm talking about know who I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about you, Fuko. I'm not talking about you. The people who are in my chat that know who I'm talking about, you know who you are. There are people here that were flip-flopping really fucking hard about Taiga not long ago. Like literally like a week ago. Rains.
I feel bad having Taiga mentioned in this when I would have to ask Taiga like what they think about this, but I don't feel comfortable with that because I don't think Taiga cares anymore.
Don't you come to my chat acting like a fucking supporter, bitch.
I'd like to remind everyone that I was literally the first person to support Taiga.
You were first femboy.
Nobody
Mizu
listened to me,
always
but I was
wins,
first.
as usual.
And he's typing now.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm not gonna say who it is. Or
Thank
the
God.
people. I'm not sure who the people are. I'm not. But like, come on, man. Don't you think it's time to stop being a fucking snake in the grass? Don't you think it's time?
I am kind of curious now what Smo said about Taiga.
I'm tired of fake ass fucking people. I'm real fucking tired of it. Like, from the fucking femboy community.
What? You cut the rest of the audio? No. Fuck you. Fuck you.
This feels very not applicable.
Feels a little cheaty. LumLum, you've been quiet. Do you have thoughts?
I honestly haven't been paying attention. I don't care about any of this.
Dang. Yeah. Oh my god,
This
though.
contains visual context as to what triggers the call out.
Oh, that was in the video.
Oh.
Full context, my fucking ass. There is no context in there.
And you'd have to explain to us why you knew it was you. Would you like to tell the class how you knew?
What is this?
It's a
video? Is this
psychic
just
link.
literally him?
Also. I see in chats.
Yeah, that's the exact same video. Okay. I don't know why you included it twice, but okay. Okay. In case the videos don't work, folder of everything. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna pull that up in another.
We don't need that right now.
You don't think so? Okay.
No, because the video worked.
Yeah. He even says, I'm not going to say who it is, meaning individual, before realizing and correcting himself to the people. I currently room with Peppermint Pimp. This is the person who knows the person who he knows I live with. To my knowledge, their beef was over Taiga's YT being taken down. Pep went on tweets about it, replying against Taiga, and Shizu disliked it as they were openly friends at the time. There was no way around it. This had to be for me, right? He just threatened me on live stream. I thought we were fine, like he said. I felt so threatened, so I went up to ask him about it directly.
Oh, fuck off. You did not feel threatened. I hate when people say that. Like, somebody said something about me on the internet. I felt so threatened. No, you didn't.
Safe to say it
Like
didn't help.
seriously, you're not having people like, freaking break into your house. Like seriously.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
they have no way to get to you. And, like, you really think somebody's gonna come to your house and hurt you because you said some shit on Twitter?
Yeah, just do what Boogie did. And actually, no, don't do it to Boogie did. What he did was
You
a
got in
felony.
trouble?
Don't do it.
Wait, what'd Boogie do?
And just, he fired a gun in the air
Yeah, so
when somebody came to his house.
Ooh!
Some genuinely crazy internet person showed up to his house, and then Boogie showed up to the door with a gun pointed at him. And then, like, all of a sudden, Boogie just aims up in the air and shoots. And he's like, that's a warded shot. And the guy's, like, videotaping the whole thing. It's like, Boogie, you live in a residential area. You can't just, like...
With a school nearby.
Yeah, you can't just fire off in the air, dude.
There was a school nearby?
I think so.
Oh, that makes it a lot
I don't know,
worse.
that might be fake news. I don't know.
Either way,
If so,
by the way, just a fair warning to everybody, if you own a gun, 99% of the time, you are not allowed to fire a warning shot.
No.
You might
You
think
either
it's a
shoot to
good
kill or
idea.
don't shoot at all.
Yeah. Like, you might think it's a good idea, but you are legally not allowed to fire a warning shot in almost everywhere.
Yep. Pretty much.
So don't go taking no advice that talks about, like racking the shotgun and, shooting it in the air a couple of times.
Yeah, my personal opinion is if you are in threat of your life and someone comes to your door, just fucking shoot them. All right? Don't be such a pussy. Like, legitimately. Just legitimately. Just
Don't
shoot
take
them.
Occo's advice, Chad.
If you're in fear of your life. Well, okay, there's some factors that have to go into that, obviously.
If you have reasonable fear of your life, it's considered self-defense.
And there's a few more things that kind of go into it, but yeah, basically. So, yeah, just like don't do what Boogie did. Anyway.
It does
move
depend
on.
on your state, though. Duty to retreat and all that.
Yeah, let's move on. Safe to say, it didn't help to disprove my suspicions. And this was August 16 of 24, so this was actually not too long ago. Simon, thought emoji, can I ask something? Shizu, what's up? Simon, did I do something more to you? A couple people pointed out to me that you directed a stuff at me on stream. Shizu, anything I said was directed at people in the community that are targeting Taiga and anyone supporting those who are targeting Taiga. Simon, yeah, I know what you said, no names, but, quote, I know who you live with, unquote, is an odd statement. Shizu, it's actually funny because you're not the only person who lives with someone harassing Taiga. Doesn't really... Thanks, Shizu. That doesn't really help confidence. Oh, that's funny, though. Simon, is that so? Shizu, yeah, but you do live with one. So it could be about you, but I'll never tell. Simon, so I get a casual threat based on someone I live with? Shizu, where was there a threat? Simon, I'd take this as a not, quote, nice thing to say about someone. Shizu, it wasn't said at you. Simon, but please let me know if I'm wrong. He isn't really quite saying yes or no on it. That is kind of weird. Shizu, but also what threat? Are you making things up? Or someone saying I'm threatening people would really like to know. Simon, like I said, people pointed at that you could be speaking at me right after I said something in chat. Then statements made were and could be for me. I know who you live with being the one that nails it.
I would like to point
Shizu.
out, they say you said it as soon as I spoke in chat, even though in their own message, they're like, actually, it took a minute for him to even notice that I was there.
You're right. I didn't even notice that. Fuck. It's such a minute thing, but yeah, that's kind of an issue. Shizu, no, I got mad because of you. Everyone else was talking about all the other femboys in Line's community that are trying to grift and dogpile. It's really sad to see how low people will go. And it's honestly disgusting to see you say things on X going against Taiga, then come to my stream and act like you support him. Considering the type of things I know a lot of people in that group chat are into, and the type of things you are into. Ooh, he's accusing him of liking the lolly, it sounds like. And the type... Well, it's Shota, whatever the fuck.
Very different.
Either way. Very different, yes, but whatever. And the type of things Pep is into, it's a bit hypocritical. I know Taiga definitely sees you not supporting him. Simon, I doubt Taiga know me of all people. Shizu, yes, he does. Simon, unless people point me out to him. Shizu, no, he has always been aware. He's always been aware of you. Simon, I don't really believe that. It is very cringe and gay, yes.
It's like a daytime drama. I'm loving this.
It is. If they just started speaking Spanish, it would be even better.
That's what we need.
Exactly.
Their
Just
new
make the femboys
telenovela.
all. Let's make all the femboys Spanish, and people would probably take it more seriously. I don't know. Simon, I don't really believe that. Look, I just don't want to be pulled into this shit. I stand with Line and want nothing to do with this. Shizu, I don't care what you believe. You can see here in the above conversation that Shizu is pretending to believe that an open threat wasn't made on their stream. However, double back later admitting to threatening somebody or some people, roping me in with these people he's talking about. even though he stated that, quote, I know who you live with, and, quote, I'm not going to say who it is, and, quote, I know how you acted last week, unquote. Alluding to the fact that it is indeed one person he's talking about, essentially lying to my face, then admitting he lied about denying the fact that he made a threat on stream by playing dumb during the conversation. Let's see. Shizu, again on the same day, but mods and admins of lines targeting Taiga is a bit fucked up. Just saying. Simon, how so are others targeting? I'd like to know since I'm out of the loop. That's not a question that you should ask if you're out of the loop, because it kind of makes it sound like you're in the loop or that you're trying to probe for information. Read this paragraph, but in Chris Griffin's voice. I didn't watch Family Guy, so I can't do that. Shizu, they all made tweets about Taiga, including Pep. You live with Pep. You're also a mod. You're a part of it. Simon, so me, modding for Line, wish Line wants nothing to do with this. Makes me a harasser. Oh, I just noticed that this person mods for Line Chew.
No, we talked about that. I don't know if we talked about them specifically, but several people involved in this are mods for Line Chew.
I forgot about that. It's a fun little interesting fact there that doesn't really inspire confidence in me personally. Let's see.
Who needs confidence?
This is fair. Shizu. Also, we saw your response to Hex Juice, and it's clear you're supporting people harassing Taiga. Simon, I'm a little bit lost. I'd be lost too.
I think we're all lost here.
We're wayward
Wolf made for
souls.
2. If Femboy VTubers were Telemundo, who would die first? It would be the order of Google Docs, obviously.
Probably Nux first.
Oh, you think Nux would go first? Fair enough.
Well, it depends on like the specific Telemundo, because the asshole typically makes it all the way to the end and gets the girl for some reason, and he becomes reformed, or he gets killed right at the start. And he's one of the inciting events for whatever nonsense is going on.
Oh, fair enough.
Wait, what is it that they're talking about?
Telenovelas.
Ah, telenovelas, okay.
Yeah. All right, let's see. I'm a little bit lost. Shizu. Okay, lol. Simon, I'm just asking to not drag me into it. Shizu, then stop getting involved? Again, Taiga is aware of you. I'm aware of you. So, I'm done talking about this.
He wants Taiga's dick so bad.
I don't know what Taiga thinks of Shizu. I know that he's disenfranchised with all the femboys, but this is a very interesting shout out here. I don't know. Again, I really don't want to bother him for an opinion on it because it's a funky situation for him. But this is weird.
I know his opinion on it. I just won't state it because he does not want to be involved.
Fair enough. We're not going to involve.
I don't blame him. Taiga always kind of ends up getting involved in a lot of stuff, and a little quiet is kind of nice sometimes.
Yeah. So we're not going to involve Taiga. I'm done talking about this. Simon. Okay. So where do we stand then? Smiling emoji. Shizu. We aren't homies.
Oh no! The line's been dropped!
We're
That's
not
the
friends.
homies!
You're not my friend anymore. I just need that gif of
I'm
Andy throwing-
heartbroken.
I just need that gif of Andy throwing Woody on the ground saying, I don't want to be your friend anymore.
I don't want to play with
I
you
don't wanna
anymore.
Play with you
I know,
anymore.
I was just making up something new, but that's what it feels like to me. Simon, cause you're scaring me. Gotcha. Shizu, you've been mainly bad for my life. Simon, when did you stop calling me a friend then? Shizu, today. Simon, wait, so not your life? I'm confused.
This is so gay.
I love this! This is incredible!
This is so gay.
I'm so happy I'm so happy I agreed to this.
We're not even We're actually no. I think we are almost halfway through this chat. So
Hey, now let's screw it. This is the most peak. This is the peakest stock out of all of them. It's getting so hammy. I love it so much.
I know it's great.
God, you could put the stock in a sandwich, guy.
Yeah. All right, continuing on. Shizu, no, you've been bad for me almost our entire friendship. I tolerate people, even if they do bad things. I was friends with Moss through so many fucked up moments, and I tolerated it until he almost attacked me. So, I tolerate bad people for a while. I can't tolerate you anymore. Small, Moss attacked you? Shizu, in person. He had to be held down. So, but yeah, I'm moving on. Simon, I'm sorry to have caused you so much, I'm sorry to have caused you much distress and problems. See, my brain is trying to fill in words that are supposed to be there. That's how bad this is. Simon, honestly, I see that. Okay, you too, though. You too, hon. Now he goes on to say, I have said things against Taiga on X. It's Twitter, by the way. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, like, you know, called it X rather than Twitter. Points lost.
Is there any royalty-free dramatic music? I don't know. I've tried to hunt down tweet after tweet to try and see what he could be talking about. At the time, he didn't show me anything, and I couldn't find anything. He later states I replied to a post by Hexjuice. At the time, I had no clue who this was. Okay, you're not... Okay.
Again, it's this thing where they're trying to litigate themselves. Like, he's more concerned with defending his reputation with Taiga than he is actually calling out Shizu.
Yeah, like, none of this matters. Like, you can get rid of all of this here. Like, I understand you're trying to say that he threatened you, but literally, this, just like say, he threatened me. Show the video. He threatened me. Oh, fuck's sake.
Or just be, and if you like really want to litigate the Taiga thing, just be like, I didn't even say anything about Taiga.
Yeah.
And I asked him, and he wouldn't tell me. Which, I mean, you can't say that because you didn't actually ask him. You fought with him about it, but you never actually asked him like what the issue was.
Yeah, there's a chance that you may have deleted it, and we have absolutely no idea. It would be very hard to prove that. So, like, you can't prove a negative, so just don't even bring it up. Maybe I replied to a post by mistake without reading it, just trying to interact with different individuals for the sake of growing more of a circle and making friends.
Yeah, don't do that.
I went and tracked down... Yeah. Especially when it comes to Taiga, I guess.
Well, especially when it comes to drama. Like, don't just start replying to people, making posts about drama, thinking it's going to end up well for you. Because you are now,
you're not going to make friends. You're not going to make friends in drama.
You're not going to make friends, and you are basically starting to co-sign everything people are saying in the eyes of, like, others. Like, if you actually do meet one of the people talked about in one of those posts, and, like, they might have been your friend otherwise, they'd be like, yeah, I saw that shit you said, like, on that other post about me. Like, I don't really want to be involved with you.
Uh-huh.
Don't just start, like, liking random posts about that.
I went and tracked down who this was, and what I found was evidence suggesting that a reply was made by me and has since been deleted from a... You even admit that you deleted a post!
What?
Since deleted from a deleted post by Hexjuice, which Shizu himself suggested I was supporting harassment against Taiga. However, again, I have no recollection that I had a hand in this, nor do I know what post he was talking about from Hexjuice in the first place. Below is the evidence he had sent to a third party to defend his claims. So I guess people...
Even if Hexjuice deleted the post, your post is still up. You can still search it, like, by the physically how it's written.
Hold on. I'm gonna do some live searching here. SMonio. Woo. Hex.
They also stupid.
I can search this very easily. Yeah, you know, there are no tweets that has hex in it. Let me search just juice. Nope, nothing in it. So yeah, I'm going to assume it was deleted. But it does appear that some people replied to you replying to him, or replying to a hex. Lumi is sitting there menacingly. I think she had to step away for a moment.
Now I'm back. I'm just ignoring everything again because, again, I don't know who the hell any of these people are.
It is possible that all they did was retweet hexed you. Because if you retweet and people start replying to your retweet, it tags both you and the original poster.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's what happened, but that's a possibility. In which case, we would need to know like what hexed you said. But at the end of the day, I don't care. Got involved in drama you probably shouldn't have got involved in. And now you're trying to like relitigate it to defend yourself against Shizu, and this is supposed to be a Shizu call out.
Exactly. Because and all it does is make you look like more of a shit heel, in my personal opinion. So
It makes you look very weird.
it does. Let's see. Now, at this time, I had 2 people with my Twitter interacting for me because I was way too busy working, so they had access to my account. Ah, okay. Now somebody else has access to your account. Was it your manager that had access to your account? I've asked both of them if they remember replying to a post from Hex. I was told no, and I don't think so. Both answers were in VC, and I don't record every single convo like a paranoid freak.
A lot of you guys seem to do that, actually.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure how much I believe that.
Being paranoid is the only way to survive in this world. It's also the best way to, you know, get rid of all of your friends.
Shiro would know. She even has cameras in my house.
Exactly.
I'm still finding them weeks later.
I've never been in Mizu's house. But hey, that just shows how good of a friend I am.
Now, I do have this screenshot.
Good
I was
friends
allowed...
find a way.
Yeah. I do have this screenshot I was allowed to share from one of them as proof. I did share my Twitter account prior. Blank. So about those login details. Small, uwu, Twitter, and then password. Just to show I'm not making a... Well, okay, this... Unfortunately, this is not really proof of much. Just to show that I'm not making up something to cover up stuff, I want to make sure that I tell you guys everything. No, you really shouldn't tell us everything. You should leave out as much as possible that relates to you. Whether it makes me look bad or not, I want everything to be seen. You guys deserve to see both sides and every truth. Things are not good. Things are not good.
They don't appear to be good.
Defamation. So now we're on to defamation. After no contact with Shizu for around a month, I have friends come to me and DM me saying and asking, "Are you okay?" Or excuse me, I have friends coming to ask me in DM saying, "Quote, are you and Shizu okay?" And quote, "Why is Shizu calling you these names?" And quote, "You're still friends with Shizu, right?" Unquote. I get so confused and frustrated because at the same time of learning Shizu is shit talking about me to friends, I'm sitting in the lobby at a hospital. Okay, he doesn't know that, so that doesn't matter. Wait. She? Who the fuck is she?
Wait, is a she involved in any of this?
Well, to be fair, there's a couple quote unquote femboys involved in this who are trans, which I revoked their femboy card.
Yeah, but
Wait.
like my brain is just like, who is she? There's no mention before of who this she is.
She is her.
Oh, never mind. It's a friend. No, wait. Shit talking me. 2 friends. Never mind. I don't know who this she is. She was currently on the operating table getting spinal surgery with a high chance of making her paralyzed for life. So yes, I was angry. I still don't know who she is. My friend showed me their DMs somewhere recently, almost right after the threat. Here is the entirety of one friend's convo with Shizu about me. These are DMs I've gotten consent to share here. All right, let's zoom in. Does that still look all right, Mizu?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right, 8/29/24. Shizu, I need to talk to you. Blank. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. Why did you make this look like a dick? Why? It looks like a dick. I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
All of them do. All of them do. Sorry, I just need to laugh at that. That's awesome.
Okay. You know what? Unintentional hilarity.
I'm
We
just gonna
needed
call. I'm just gonna call the person that replies Dick. Dick, I need to talk to you. Dick, hey, what's up? Shizu, do you still talk to Smo? Dick, yeah, I still do. Shizu, do you know what's been going on lately? Dick, between the two of you or something else? Shizu, yeah. It's not really an answer. Dick, kinda, yeah, he talked to me about it. Wait a minute. You're saying that he's shit talking you, but this person you're saying that you talked about it with.
This is the thing. They all shit talk each other. They don't want to admit it, but they all just kind of shit talk each other.
It does appear to be that way.
Can't, man. I'm gonna die, man. This is awesome.
Just this whole situation is just
I'm like going mad. Holy shit.
the Femboy Civil War situation is
Oh,
incredible.
Freudian slip, just a little bit. Oh, goodness. Shizu, what did he say? Dick, he said that he felt threatened by the remarks you said on stream that felt targeted towards him, albeit only he would know from the way you talked, and felt worried he might be dragged into something he didn't want to be a part of. Shizu, what a weird ass guy. Dick, not that he had any opinions or sides to stand on beforehand. He didn't care about that. Just the fact that he didn't want that kind of attention. Why do you ask? See, here's my problem. You say he's shit talking you. You shit talked him first, or talked about him first at the very least. And like, yeah, Shizu, it looks like brought it up, but like,
They're both participating.
you're both participating. This doesn't count. I'm sorry. Throw the evidence out. All right. Shizu, bro, he actively supported people who harassed Taiga, then came to my stream pretending to support Taiga. And when I confronted him on it, he said there's no way Taiga would know who he was, when Taiga has literally seen all the negative shit Smo has done towards him. They then called me a liar about saying that Taiga was aware of what he's done. I don't really feel like he called you a liar. I think he just... again, I'm trying to sift through other autistic speak here, but I don't know. The fact that he's doing snaky ass shit like that under the assumption no one is paying attention to him is so ratty. But in my stream, I got pissed for seeing him in my chat. And got mad at another person who was already in chat. Like, he 100% sparked my anger. But it wasn't directed at him. It just so happened that Pep also shit-talked Taiga on Twitter. So, I assume he's guilty about that. Dick. I mean, Pep definitely did. Shizu. But yeah, Smo's a rat, does rat things, gets caught, tries to act innocent, standard Smo things. Dick, I mean, was the stuff about Taiga before his name got big again recently? Okay, break. Here is where I saw here is when I saw what Shizu was talking about with the mystery reply. I imagine that's what this individual is. Now, I did see this and deem this as proof enough just to run Twitter on my own. Either way, if I replied to a post or not, does that really justify all this hate? I don't know. What do you guys think?
Depends on what you replied with.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you reply with? So he shows the post that we've already seen. And then Shizu continues on by saying, nope, it was after. Smo actively supported people that made videos against Taiga. One was by Hex Juice. And then he says, click this. Dick says, on it. Shizu says, see the replies? You can see it's Smo replying to Hex, right? And then he shows this. This? Yeah.
You're all very gay and you all care way too much.
I agree. Shizu, yeah. Do you see how it's him and Hex Juice? Dick, how do I find the original post? Shizu, the original post got deleted because it was Hex Juice calling Taiga's GoFundMe a scam. And Smo was supporting them, which is why the replies to Smo are people defending Taiga. Hex deleted it after saying they were wrong.
I remember that video from Hex.
Yeah, I covered it when I did my content cop recently. So I have it vividly in my brain. This is them apologizing for the post. Oh my gosh, what the fuck? How am I supposed to take these formats here? He probably was. Oh, okay, it goes left to right here. Or not Shizu, fucking Smo, you might want to order these or number these, because like unless you literally like posted the bottom reply with the next image, people would be very confused. Oh, all right. Let's see. Dick, I mean, it's one thing to take a stance on something, but another to go the other direction. The thing is, though, is that this is like the only thing I can see Smo actually making a stance on. It would be pretty ambiguous if the OG post wasn't deleted. Shizu, I mean, if you want to defend someone that has been a rat to you when the replies are proof enough, I mean, it's pretty... I don't... Am I wrong? I don't feel like this is proof enough to say that Smo was going anti-Taiga. I mean, like, you can see that people are trying to defend him, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough.
I don't really think it's enough. You would have to have a smoking gun, in my personal opinion. I mean, maybe Shizu saw a smoking gun and just didn't take a picture of it, which is his fault, but, you know, it's whatever. Let's see. Smo wasn't defending Taiga in that post before it got deleted. Dick, yeah, no prob, he wasn't. And then Shizu sends a picture showing Smo's messages. Dick, I saw that too. Shizu, same day the post was made. Dick, that was in context to Nux's irresponsibility with his part on Taiga's punishment, right? Shizu, yeah, so he was support Taiga. He was support Taiga. My fuck. Dick, I mean, I think it's fine to give other parties criticism. I don't know. Shizu, no, it's not. No, it's not okay to support someone harassing a person. Dick, oh wait. Shizu, then pretend like you don't support another person then that falsely harassed the same person. Dick, I see what you mean. I'm gonna be honest, I don't see what Shizu is trying to say here.
I don't understand what any of you are saying.
I'm lost. These people are impossible to understand.
Mizu, you're the femboy. You're supposed to be able to translate.
I can't translate this gibberish. This is woman speak. We're past femboy.
Oh, fair. Luma, you're supposed to be able to translate this.
Huh?
You're a natal
She's not
woman.
paying attention.
What am I supposed to translate?
Well, all the woman speak going on.
I don't know. I don't like any of these people. I don't know why we're covering this. This is all stupid.
Because it's
interpersonal drama that should have just stayed in the D. All of this is retarded. It's like if I was just listening to this, I would have clicked off a long time ago.
Yeah. You don't think you would have listened to Underthetea cover this?
Right now, I'm playing playing some of my favorite gore games. So
That's on brand.
thanks for saying.
It's like fuck. I'd rather talk about how Twisty had another fucking crash out.
Yeah, if we have time tonight, we'll cover that. That was very interesting. I'll be honest, that is definitely more interesting than this. Oh, fuck. Anyway, we'll continue here. Shizu, considering that Hex was also falsely harassing Taiga. Dick, Shizu, it's just ratty ass shit to do and to come into my stream when I'm talking about Taiga and act like he supports Taiga while not supporting Taiga. And living with someone who is harassing Taiga is just some rat-ass behavior. Excuse me. Even he knows it, though, to feel bad when I'm not even talking about him. I'm talking about a completely different friend in a completely different friend group. So yeah, he feels like a rat. He acts like a rat. He is a rat. It may, Dick, it may be some ratty behavior, but I know he just feels pressured. Shizu, he's not pressured. He doesn't even need to be involved. He's choosing the be involved. Okay. Dick, I encouraged him not to be involved. Are you going to do anything about it? Because I know you said that you aren't friends with him anymore. Shizu, no, I just don't like Smo trying to act like he's done nothing wrong. Spreading his misinformation, like he spreads his other things, and trying to paint himself as a person that has done nothing wrong. You know as good as anyone that he is a manipulator. Dick, true, not wrong about that. I still hang around him knowing this, though. Imagine you went to me about this event and keep me informed. Shizu, yeah, basically better to have both sides than one. Dick, uh-huh. Shizu, if you ever met anyone that only has one side, I would ask you please share mine if possible. Dick, I got you. I'm always down to do that. Okay, we're gonna zoom out now. This is only the surface of defamation. As stated before, these are so far the only DMs I am allowed to share regarding the Hex Juice thing. If I said something or not, this is wrong. A deleted tweet doesn't prove anything. I can agree with that. As there is no proof to suggest what I said was from me or from someone else running my Twitter account, nor what was said in the replies in the first place.
That's not a good way to argue that. Like, he had it in the first half, and then he goes, there's no proof it wasn't somebody else with access to my Twitter. It's like, that's a no, bro.
How are you gonna use that as, like, your way of defending yourself?
That's like the final line of defense in an actual real-life court case, where your lawyer has no arguments left. And it's like, Your Honor, there's no proof that my client actually had their own cell phone. It could have been a totally different person using it.
Yeah. I want to know who ran this guy's account. While he was...
Ain't that the question of the night? Jeez.
I don't know.
Hope they got fired.
If he still comes on with us tomorrow, that's definitely a question I want to ask, is who was running this account? Oh, goodness. Months go by with more and more friends coming to me about Shizu, but then it slowed down. I thought he finally gave up. Maybe he finally realized attacking my character was a waste of time. Things are finally clearing up, I hoped. Even today, he still hasn't let this go. By the way, that was the defamation section.
That was defamation? Alright. We're all allowed to have our psychotic delusions.
Yeah, I guess so. Alright. Abuse of power within Vtwinks. I can't take that serious.
Okay.
I've never heard of Vtwinks before today. Has anybody
I mean,
else
to be
heard of
honest, it's very difficult to take something with the name Vtwinks seriously. Like, are we gonna crash out over this?
I don't know. Recently, on an early work morning, I received a direct message from the Vtwinks group regarding my removal. Literally just posted this. You just posted the same sentence twice. Motherfucker, why didn't you proofread this?
It's just not in their nature. It's just... not...
I feel like my brain is short-circuiting in real time right now. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I can't tell if Vtwinks is a slur or not. I'm going to assume it is.
It kind of sounds like it, doesn't it? But don't worry, it probably isn't.
I
am
am gonna let you read really quick. I need to go to the bathroom. Be bad.
All right. You go ahead. I'll continue letting my brain fall apart right now.
Death comes for us all eventually.
So this comes from an account named Pow Pow with a bear looking emoji. And this was on June 4th. So this was 9 days ago. Pow Pow, dear Simon, we've recently become aware of conduct that took place some time ago involving interactions that crossed boundaries and caused a member significant discomfort. Although these events are not recent, they are serious and we believe it's important to respond appropriately. Maintaining a safe and compound environment must come first. With this in mind, we have decided to end your engagement. We part ways respectfully but firmly, and we ask for your understanding that this decision is final. With respect, Vtwinks. Simon, huh? Wait, actually, I mean, okay, but I think there's a huge misunderstanding. Thank you guys for your hospitality. I wish I understood what was even going on. Pow Pow. Sorry for the delayed response. I was a bit busy. Occo, you know people don't read Google Docs. Even Kason confirmed this. This is right. This is very fair. This is very fair. Simon, no, you're fine. At first, I was confused, as I had not engaged in any behavior that warranted removal. The message explained that prior to joining Vtwinks, I had allegedly made a member uncomfortable. I will say that's bullshit, by the way. If I think that's kind of bullshit, in my personal opinion. Let's see. To be honest, just kind of shaking from reading that message. Wasn't expecting something so disappointing this morning. I've been like hella busy myself. I know you guys won't and shouldn't disclose anything. No, don't say that. Ask for all the disclosure possible. But I will apologize if I did anything. If I did do anything, I'm terribly sorry and appreciate every single one of you guys. I made so many new friends. Pow Pow. My apologies if the timing is rather bad. And the events that caused us to take action happened prior to you joining Vtwinks. We appreciate the respect you've shown, and you didn't do anything wrong after joining, as far as ... I know. Please don't take this as an attack on your character. We simply wish to have a safe and comfortable environment for all of the members, and this was the action decided on to keep that.
Wait, what? He got kicked out, but they said he didn't really do anything?
He got kicked out. I'm going to assume that
or what, they just didn't like it, they just didn't like his jam, or
no, I'm going to assume that Shizu said something to the people at the top of Vtwinks, and they decided to remove him for something that happened outside of their group a long time ago.
I love clicks. Clicks are my
really
favorite.
Miss anything?
Fair.
I'm just trying to explain. Trying to explain why the possible understanding of why he was removed from Vtwinks. And what my thought process is if Shizu is in this group also, he probably went to the mods and told them to remove Smo, and then use previous experiences. And then and in my personal opinion, in a very shitty manner, these people used the previous situation with Smo and Shizu to remove him.
Mods, whack
So,
his peak.
exactly. Smo, that really hard not to when I have done nothing to deserve this in my mind. And why does the person that vouched for me get kicked out too for something that didn't even occur in Vtwinks according to you? Besides being upset about my situation, it's not right for Snapples to get kicked for such an invalid reason. Also, please let me know if it's okay to conversate with you about this. I really... If it's not okay, he's probably just not to conversate with you about this, motherfucker.
If you don't know how to conversate, that's on you. Alright,
I really appreciate you telling me any more detail. If there's anybody else that should message, also let me know, because I don't want to bother you any more than I already am. Pow Pow. Oh yeah, no, don't worry. You may talk to me about this. It's why my DMs are still open. And then Pow Pow replies to where Smo said, and why does the person that got vouched for me get kicked out too? And then Pow Pow says, it's a rule of the server. It's a really shitty server, in my personal opinion.
That is an awful rule.
Mm.
Like seriously, you're just trying to stand up. Like, you're just trying to... Dude, that's disgusting.
Uh-huh. Shizu was the mod for Vtwinks and one of the larger guys in the group, if I remember correctly. Okay. Atari for 65 SCK. I'm considering joining a twin group just to see firsthand how bad it is.
Good luck.
Wait, what kind of currency is SEK?
Swedish kroner.
Swedish kroner.
It's okay.
Is
My
it worth
boyfriend has
anything?
Monopoly money.
It's Mizu likes to go for them Swedish meatballs.
Oh, so that's that boyfriend I was hearing so much about. Anyways.
Sorry that. Oh goodness. I found this claim hard to believe. My concerns immediately pointed towards Shizu, as I had never had issues with any other member. If you were to ask any current Vtwink members, they would confirm that I initially was quiet, but have since made friends and contributed positively to the group. Well, yeah, again, it didn't involve you inside. It was you outside. Let's see. Something even reflected in their messages to me. Yeah, but that applies to situations outside of Vtwinks? Pow pow, huh? Sorry, I think I worded that wrong. Let me try again. Vtwinks is supposed to just be a silly little friend group where everyone is supposed to be able to feel comfy and safe, and sadly, you being a part of it causes significant discomfort to members of the group due to your past actions.
Yeah, that's a classic.
It's dumb, but yeah.
We're just a fun little group, and then drama happens. Every time drama happens.
Pretty much. And if this was known before, then you wouldn't have been added to the team in the first place, which sounds rather harsh, but others have been denied for that same reason. It's more unfortunate that this probably gives the feeling of betrayal, which I would understand, but it's just a silly friend group. It's just a silly little friend group, man. Don't take it too seriously, where comfort really comes first. As for the case with Snapples, I think it's mostly the unfortunate scenario vouching for two people who both happen to get kicked out. Okay, so this other person named Snapples, it sounds like, was kicked out as well for vouching for him. How long is this, by the way? Very long, it looks like. Simon, okay. Oh, that is, but if I wouldn't have been even allowed in, I still think it's quite unfair, but I still understand. I still wish I could know what situation for me could you possibly be referring to. Like, I feel I should be able to defend my peace in this. You're not going to be able to get back in. I get kicked/banned without warning. I'm glad you guys are keeping a safe environment for members, though. Just feel like I wasn't given a chance to let my voice be heard. Pow Pow, I'm sorry to say I'm not really allowed to share more information just for trust and safety reasons. And we do appreciate your behavior while you're part of the team. Simon, well, this is extremely upsetting, and I'm not allowed to even defend myself. Pow Pow, sorry. Simon, I guess good luck to you all. It's okay. Pow Pow, but I'll say the same thing I said to Snapples. Please don't feel like this is just some, and holy fuck, my brain is shutting down in real time. Simon, sorry for being a bother. Pow Pow, I'm sure more opportunities come your way. Simon, yeah, but I finally got into a group I wanted to be in that already had a lot of my friends. I have other things, but this one I enjoyed the most. Either way, and anyways, sorry for the trouble. All I can do is hope that I'll be allowed to speak up sometime, and somehow I'll be allowed back. That ain't happening, sister. I know that won't be, but I'm just being optimistic. Thank you for the time of day, and I'm sorry. No need to apologize. Somewhat of an error on Vtwinks' part. Please let me... You being let in was an error. Sorry about that. Please let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. Simon, probably not, but I might as well ask. Would there be any way to appeal/discuss what happened? Pow Pow. No, sorry. I don't think so. So I'm given a vague answer with no real further elaboration. In no way am I allowed to defend my side of whatever led to the decision of my ban. Quote, wouldn't have ever been added, and quote, an error on Vtwinks, and unquote, with the Vtwinks system, Snapples gets kicked for an error on Vtwinks' behalf. The removal of my voucher wasn't right. Putting me aside, I was upset about the removal. I immediately went to check in on Snapples. And then Simon, let's see, this is same day. Simon sends a message about his removal. You know, I had a feeling this would kind of happen, even if you got me in. I'm sorry if this caused anything bad on your part. Thank you for even trying. Snapples, who doesn't have a Discord image. That's interesting. What the hell, Smo? Simon, did anything bad happen to you because of the vouching thing? Snapples, yeah, I got kicked out. Simon, bro, that's not right. They just told me when I asked for more that there's nothing I did wrong in Vtwinks. It's something prior to Vtwinks. Should have been kicked for that. I didn't do anything. You shouldn't be punished for that. Snapples, yeah, well, I was. So, you even... Simon, you even try to fight it or give up like a convo? Snapples, I obviously am. Smo got denied too, so... Simon, I know it's hard, but try to stay optimistic. You didn't do anything wrong, and they even told me it was an error on their part. At least that's the excuse they went with. So nothing was your fault by their own words. What they did to you isn't right. Snapples, I'm still not a Vtwink anymore. Doesn't matter if it's an error. Simon, as you told me before, it's just a group of people you're still already friends with. Snapple, stop talking to me for now.
Well, that's life. That's life.
Holy shit. This was so messed up. Removing Snapples was simply put unjustified. With the last thing Snapples has said to me, I was concerned. So I checked in asking if she was okay as much as I could without overstepping. Eventually, a week later, 6/10/25, I got a message back letting me know that they were okay. We discussed a bit and I let her know what was going on. She agreed to let me share what I have here and sent me their DMs with the messenger. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is Snapple's POV. Pow Pow, dear Snapples, thank you for your time and effort you brought into Vtwinks. After careful consideration, made the decision to end your involvement with the team. While your contributions have been appreciated, serious concerns have arisen regarding the individuals you recommended. Blank, who offended other artists. Blank, and Smo, who is being let go due to behavior that caused discomfort to fellow members. Additionally, when concerns were first raised, we did not observe any effort on your part to acknowledge or take responsibility for the effect these matters had on others.
So what exactly is Vtwinks in this case? Is it supposed to be like what are they using? Like, using terms like let go? Like it's a business?
You know, it's just a group.
Like it sounds so weird to me, you know?
Basically
like it's such
got
a
kicked out of
LARP.
a Discord.
It's such a LARP. I freaking hate these LARPs. They are the worst thing to be in. I used to be in one of these sorts of things and it was just like, ugh.
It becomes an issue when people take it too seriously.
That's what happens, and they always take it too seriously because you always have one person in every group who has too much time on their hands. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just like, whenever I get to rest my breath, I appreciate it, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Gotta be talking more.
So, this VTuber group is very gay, though, because they're upset that he didn't take accountability for letting in these people that caused an issue, which is extremely retarded and gay, in my personal opinion. So
I will say this is unironically not uncommon, though. Like, if you're in a small group of friends and you have one specific person that keeps inviting people that don't do anything but cause problems, typically you are going to kick them.
Yeah.
That is
Let me
fair.
stream your game. We need some visual aid.
Yeah, and this game would be against TOS. We'd get banned.
Oh, no, yeah. It's a gore game, chat. That ain't happening.
If
Probably
any
a
of you
sexual
guys
gore
are familiar
game.
with the artist Gato Bob, I think you guys will know what kind of game it is.
Well, knowing these tastes, I know for a fact it's probably gonna be very messy.
Yeah. All right. This lack of accountability has further eroded the trust required for a healthy and collaborative environment. For these reasons, we believe it's the best interest of the team to part ways. We wish you the best in your future endeavors. With respect, Vtwinks.
Man.
Snapples, what? I apologize that it has come to this. I am obviously devastated and wish you could reconsider in consideration of our collaborative history. I did not know blank either. I was derived also. I had no idea about Smo until now. What is happening? If I would have known, I of course would involve myself and talk to them. I brought them in, so I do bear that responsibility, but please understand I don't support either behaviors or lies. Snapples is definitely taking it harder than Smo is. How can I remedy this? I do not want to be kicked out. This means so much to me. When it came to blank and the art schedule, I tried to solve the situation separately. Shu knows this. Pow Pow, sorry for the delayed response. I understand this comes as a shock, but the decision was made after careful consideration. It's never considered careful at all. We appreciate you acknowledging your responsibility for your vouchers, and while we don't hold you responsible for their actions, the pattern has highlighted a broader concern around fit and judgment when it comes to the people you're vouching for. You make bad friends, so we don't want you around. I'm sorry. I'm so bad at writing. Forgive me. Trying to put this into words is a challenge. Don't say that, by the way. It makes you look stupid.
Also, chat, no, it's not just a Discord. I compared it to, like, a Discord channel. Because there really isn't that much use. I'm pretty sure it's a Twitch group. There's really not that much use.
It's one of those, if you're in it, like, you can say that you look cool, basically. You
get it so that you can put the nice things on your Twitter profile, and that's about it. It gives you the vaguest amount of legitimacy it can possibly give you, but that's all.
Yeah.
Only vague though.
Let's see. Snapples, you can take my vouching ability away. I'll give that up, and any other terms I'll agree to. This team means so much to me. The memories and friends I've made because of Vtwinks. I used to be alone. You guys helped me so much. Please. Pow Pow, Snapples, we appreciate that you wish to stay a part of the team, and I'm truly glad to hear that the group has given you fond memories and friends. But the decision is final. While this may feel difficult now, I personally believe this can be a chance for you to find a space that better suits you, and with even more friends and memories to be made. A reaction emoji. Please let me know if there's anything else I can do to help. Crying emoji.
This is so freaking
Yeah. Snapples, no there isn't. Pow Pow, sorry that I can't do more for you then. I do wish you the best. Snapples tweeted about the reason for inactivity. Snapples on June 10th. For those asking, yes, I'm okay. I'm not going into detail. Ultimately, it won't change anything. This was 3 days ago, by the way. Wednesday, Thursday evening broke me in ways I didn't think I could break. It brought me to lows I never thought I'd reach and led to actions I never imagined I'd take. Yikes. Is this what they're... Okay. In one of the Google Docs, somebody makes a very vague mention that Shizu might have like led somebody to make an attempt. Is this what they're talking about?
Was that in the 2 documents yesterday? Because I haven't read those.
Yes. In one of them, I think it was either Cyber or Nix's. I want to say it was Nix's. Here, no, in Nix's, they mentioned that like Shizu has ways of making made somebody walk to the edge, basically.
Yeah, no.
Jeez, that's pretty heavy.
I am like very like I don't know, maybe I'm putting too much thought into that. Right now, let's see. Right now, social media still triggers full anxiety and deep depression even after everything that happens, so I won't be on much. Thank you for understanding. To further clarify the situation, I conducted additional research which confirmed my suspicion that Shizu was involved in actions intended to damage our careers. Looking at the entire list of VTubers and Vtwinks, I can say without a doubt I have no previous issues with any of these members. And then they just give them a list of the members. Do we want to look at that, or do you feel like that's necessary?
Not necessary.
All right. With some help from multiple friends.
Like who any of them are anyways.
This is fair.
Most of them are probably just going to be literally who.
Yeah. With some help from multiple friends, some of which are still current members of Vtwinks, I have also gathered some screenshots of DMs.
Just...
Moxie, I can't promise you I won't crash out on stream after it releases. Blank, I won't blame you. There's even like more drama recently where Shizu kicked 2 people out of Vtwinks since he's a mod for seemingly no reason. Excuse me. Moxie, why wasn't this in Moxie's doc? What the fuck? Maybe it was, and I just didn't. I was just too like pained to recognize it. Moxie, wait, was this public? And do you know who? Also, which day is this on? Blank, why has Shizu become such a problem since Vegas TwitchCon? Blank, Snapples and Smo. What the fuck? What is this? What is this? Why is this cut off? Who is this? Who is this?
Wait, what? Is there context for that?
There's no context for this. No.
I
don't know who this is or what this is about, but we're gonna read it.
I think the biggest lesson that can be learned from this entire thing is you people need to learn to proofread your docs. Like, seriously.
Yeah. So for Smo's band, mods found out recently that they were parasocially harassing one of our longtime members. This was sometime last year, but we're going to keep it anon. And we wouldn't have invited Smo to Vtwinks if we'd known this info previously, since it was extremely uncomfy for that member to be in the same team as someone parasocial, you know? To my knowledge, they haven't done anything bad in Vtwinks itself, but they were only here for a little bit before mods found out about that. I don't want to go too far into the specifics because it's rather serious, but yeah. Parasocial harassing is the closest thing I now have for a reason I was removed for the Vtwinks team. I don't know what parasocial harassing is, by the way. And now with the previous DM talking about the mod team, I asked to see who is a current mod, and they sent me a screenshot of admins and mods. Shizu is a mod for Vtwinks. Now, with all the talks with Vtwinks members and all the screenshots they sent me involving Shizu's name, you know what this is going to do, by the way? This is going to make all the Vtwinks people like shut down and like kick out a whole bunch of other people that they think may have leaked this stuff. So this is like inadvertently led to this VTuber group like dissolving and perishing.
Probably for the better.
Probably
for the better.
In
my opinion, most groups like this, nothing can be salvaged. Like, seriously.
No, yeah. I was sure Shizu was the person to remove me from Vtwinks, causing the wrongful removal of Snapples. This is everything that's happened so far. Snapples didn't deserve this.
Debatable.
Tim, what the fuck did you send me? Tim, why did you DM me? What the fuck? All right, here's the next tab. We're on tab, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on 6 out of 8 tabs, chat. Yay! Targeted career sabotage. Ongoing actions taken to damage my professional reputation and opportunities. Give me one moment. Now, during and after the Vtwinks event, Shizu has made tweets on both his alt account and main about how others have treated him. But one recent tweet sticks out to me like a sore thumb. Demon Dog Guy, who is Shizu's alt account, quote, one of the creepiest things that happened to me from the previous space was one of the people who pretended to be my friend, who had originally confused their feelings for me, found a viewer cosplaying me at a con, then proceeded to use my name to get them into a bed with them. After the con, he got that cosplayer into a weird poly relationship with him, and another creep took advantage of him and even made him re-wear the cosplay of me during future visits.
Oh!
So here's my problem.
That is...
Already, I have issues with this because Smo has themselves said that they have had issues with relationships that led to funky situations. And they just said that and provided zero context to it. So, and I have zero evidence for it. But like, if Smo themselves is going to admit that they've had weird relationships that have had weird feelings, is Shizu being honest? Or like legitimately, I have damaging information from both Smo and Shizu to make me wonder that. And there's no proof from to prove an opposite. I don't know, like Smo including that information about himself really fucked him, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, that doesn't help your...
It doesn't. It like legitimately, like it's alleged, and like that's all it's gonna be. But I look at that and I'm just like, you really fucked yourself by saying I struggle with relationships and I struggle with human connections. Because it really makes me read this and wonder, maybe he's right about that. Let's see. Never in my life have I taken advantage of someone. Shizu is unbelievably hypocritical, saying how he wanted things to be handled privately, but then he tweets out to the public, vague posting about things instead. No, yeah, I will say that Shizu on my stream was like, I wish people handled this privately, and then he's just been public with a lot of this. I will say, I know how I would handle a situation where people are trying to come out and say a whole bunch of shit about me. But knowing that Shizu has a lot of anxiety and probably a couple other things underneath the hood as well, I know why he's acting like this. You are pushing him into anxiety, and he's just going to act erratically like a wild, rabid dog because of it. And I'm not trying to justify that. I'm just telling you, I understand why it's happening. Please tell me if I'm wrong in any way, by the way.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, it sounds about right, honestly.
So, yeah, I think that it's dumb that Shizu is talking and continues to talk about it. As frequently as today. But, like, you guys... I'm gonna loop. I'm just gonna loop. We're not gonna do that. Anyway... Shizu on June 10th. One thing that needs to be said is the situation between Callum and me didn't need to go public. I mean, I agree. I believe the only reason it did was because certain people in the femboy space who already had issues with me pushed it forward to stir up drama for their own petty reasons. And I will say, again, I was told by the manager that Callum was like a last minute thing, or like not, that's not the exact wording, but like Callum wasn't like an original thing. Callum was already planning on doing this, I guess, maybe. And, they decided to rope him in with the release schedule, basically. Anyway, continuing on. Just some dog. The community I was in before is almost poetically funny, full of drama and bad actors, but since hardly anyone wants to engage with that space, it just loops into this self-contained bubble of backstabbing and jealousy. They've got abusive alcoholics. Well, somebody did admit that they drink a lot. Drug abusers, underage kids lying about their age to be adult spaces. Ooh, that's an accusation I would like to see some proof of. Especially, I would really like to know the proof behind that one, Shizu. You're already making a lot of stuff public. You should make that public as well and out of that. Adults who let them stay, artists who trace, that doesn't matter. Groomers left and right, and all kinds of shit. But hey, it's what they choose. Yeah, a lot of this, okay, a lot of this shit doesn't matter. You had me at underage kids and adults who let them stay. Those are the ones that I kind of would like some more information on, Shizu. And if they're anybody that we know, I would like them to be outed and arrested. It's just me, though.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised that they're out here talking shit about me when I've got proof. And I'll share it, please. And all they rely on are people not asking questions. I usually try to avoid airing things publicly, but I honestly hate that the whole space and think people should stay far away from them. Again, this was said after people started putting out Google Docs. So, you know, what do you expect a guy full of anxiety to do? Not say anything? I mean, that's what I expected him to do, but he's not doing it. Quote, this could have been private. He says that and then posts a thread with everyone's name. He's scared is going to make a doc on him. If he's done nothing wrong and Shizu is all on the right, then why would Shizu go out of his way to make names public that were not involved with the current drama? Again, anxiety. Yeah, that's it. Why bring my name up? I wasn't going to do or say anything. I don't believe that. Did I document everything he did? Yes. Did I write and prepare this doc before this drama? No.
Wait, you said that you were documenting stuff, but you never documented it specifically for the drama? If you're documenting stuff, that implies that at the very least, like, dude, there's a lot of trust involved in that statement.
Will say, as a drama content creator, Lumi, what do we say about documenting stuff?
Always take shots.
Always take screenshots. Always back up stuff. Yeah.
I guess.
So, like, I mean, that's normal for us. I know most content creators don't do that, but like, I'm not gonna get on him for documenting stuff. Do I believe that he actually prepared this doc like within the last few days? Maybe. I don't know. Again, from what I understood, based off of when I was approached, a lot of these people were already planning on making stuff. If Smo really decided to write this down because Shizu said something, I don't know. I don't know. I have a hard time believing that. I don't know. I only asked him time and time again, leave me out of it, but he couldn't even respect that. Just to go to every corner, spreading malicious fabrications to friends, soon to be friends, to an entire VTuber group, to his audience both here on Twitter and live on his Twitch. Dragging in my relationship and personal matters to use it as a shield is just plain wrong, because it seemed toxic. Relationships have bumps. One by one, I'll state each false statement and explain how he's resorted to straight up lying. Okay. 1. My group and I found Shizu the Shizu cosplayer before coming to say hi at Shizu's meet and greet. In fact, it was a day after you had your meet and greet. I wasn't made aware that Shizu even had a meet and greet till sometime after meeting Mizu. Oh, so we're gonna get talk about Mizu. Okay. March 29th. Smo, hey, and then shows these pictures. Shizu, it's so cute. Smo, I didn't know you were at a meetup. I would have said hi. I'm drinking now and wondering what you up to. Shizu, I'm gaming. Smo, Pog at Pog may call to say hi. Still not worried or uncomfortable about me being parasocial after we had a speakerphone call with me, Meso, and Line Chew. Oh gosh, Line Chew. And they had a call that lasted 9 minutes. Wait, what was that disproving? Is that disproving that? Wait, group I found should before. Oh, okay. The disproving was that they found this individual before coming to the meet and greet. Okay. Okay. 2. I had never ever told Shizu I had feelings for him. You will not be able to find anywhere the point I've said those words to Shizu. We were friends who flirted and said if Shizu was ever uncomfortable, why did he then always flirt back or start said flirts? If saying love you, pupper, love you is expressing feelings, then Shizu had feelings for me too. Okay, and
They
this is
might have.
What? Wait, what?
I mean,
Well, the whole argument is just, well, he might have had feelings for me too. Okay, he might have.
how is this relevant?
It might have been why he was angry. I don't know.
Are you telling me it all just came down to a lover's spat? This really is like
I'm
some
not-
daytime.
Chat, I'm not going to read any of this gay speak. You can read it on screen if you want. It's just a mixture of Smo and Shizu saying I love you in a very gay way. Literally in a very... I am not reading that. I am not reading that.
Ah, come on, Occo.
I'm not reading that. No. If somebody gives it like $10, I'll scroll back
For
and
the
read it.
content, hand
No,
it
if
up
somebody-
a little.
If somebody donates $10, I will read this screenshot here, but I am not reading it otherwise. LumLum should read it. If somebody gives $20, we'll make Lumi read it. 3. The claim I slept with Mizu the same day is 100% patently false. This can be disproven in the next tab.
Can you say it Meso?
Is it Meso?
Or could you say it Meso? Because when you're saying it, you sound like you're saying Mizu.
Oh. Sorry.
Just personal preference.
I did not sleep with that femboy.
I'm just requesting Meso.
Is that $10 in Monopoly money?
Yeah, because it's yellow.
129 SEK. Is that actually translate to $10? Hold on.
I don't know how much it translates.
It translates to $13.
$13.56.
Fuck. All right, fine.
Now Occo has to uwu speak.
All right. All right.
Hand it up. Hand it up.
Smolenu. Gay. Botch. Shizu. I'll suck your dick. Smolenu. I'll suck your ass. Wait. Word? What the fuck?
Everybody clip it.
I hate this so much. I hate this so much.
I hate it. Ugh.
I hate this so much.
Oh, Ben just gave $20. Lumi, it's your
Nope,
turn.
too late.
No, you have to read it now.
No.
They gave $20. You have to.
I don't want to. I don't care about any of these fuckers.
It's $20. $20 is $20.
I didn't volunteer myself for this.
We did.
$20 is $20. Yep, that's just life right there.
I'm gonna be honest, it's not that bad considering some of the other stuff I've heard people clip you say. I'm showing Tori this later.
I'm not gay, but $20 is $20.
Oh, Petite told me I've never once visually cringed so hard reading that. What do you mean?
It's so gay. So gay. Why are femboys like this?
I do not align myself with these people.
It's like it's this freaking spiral at this point, you know?
I don't align myself with these people.
Yeah, it's because they're just like, oh yeah, Mizu's femboy, but we don't want to include him in literally anything.
Yeah, that is a little unfortunate. I am not well liked among the
Mizu
femboys.
just wants to be acknowledged.
I do. It's not fair. I'm nice. Maybe.
I'm taking a break to eat a little bit, Lumi. We are ready for you.
I don't want to.
Give us your best uwus.
No, I haven't even uwooed for my own audience. I'm going to just read it like a normal person. Goddamn. What order am I supposed to fucking read these in?
You read this one, this specific one right here. These other ones don't matter. Just read this one.
You already read it though.
Yeah, but they paid $20 for you to read it.
The people want to hear the Lumi.
Lumi, you're getting paid some of that $20. You better read it.
Yes, I'll get my 50-cent cut.
That's right, Lumi. You better start reading.
No, it's
I
more
knew
like
it.
$6.
Splitting everything three ways.
Taking me out of my game where I'm just getting gutted like a fish just to read this bullshit.
Lumi was busy cooming.
And another $9.99.
Hi, Eric. What are you doing here?
Trying to make it even worse.
God damn it. I just want to go back to being filleted by a hot man. Fuck.
Chat, clip that.
So what? I'll even show you me being filleted by a hot man. He's a mountain dude named Mason. How the fuck do I say this dude's name?
Just say Smo.
Samo.
Yeah, just say Smo or Simon.
Small problems.
Smo money, smo problems.
Smo says you're gay, botch. Please learn how to spell. Shizu. I don't want to. Shizu says I'll suck your dick. Smo. Why are guys like this?
I think this one's worse.
It is. Samo says I'll suck your ass. Wait, word, what the fuck? Now I'm gonna go back to being flayed and gutted while I ignore this bullshit.
Thank you.
Truly, this is among the greatest moments.
I hate it.
Oh,
History will look back on this and ask collectively,
Where did we go
"Frick was
wrong?
that?"
I love, by the way, that claim 3 takes place in the next tab here, so we have to get to the next tab for that one. You just leave that to the end here, personally. Josh says thank you, Lumi. So,
Fuck off.
Thank you,
number 4.
Lumi.
At the time of, quote, getting closer to Meso, I was not in any relationship with Pep. I used to be involved with Pep in some sort of relationship more than friends. He became a roommate later after the con due to my offering of living with me because of personal issues at home. Pep had almost nowhere to go. This sounds about right for most VTubers. There was nothing more besides some lingering feelings that led to private issues with Meso and I. 5. Wait, there's... Okay. I don't know what this is just proving here. That you're not in a relationship with the peppermint person? Okay. It would really be better if you could just come out and have Peppermint say, I was not in a relationship. Just say, I did not have any sexual relations with that femboy. That's all you need to do. Number 5. Shizu did meet up with me and others in our group. This was because we wanted to hang out in New York City for the FNAF movie release. That is very gay. We did barely talk for most part, but Shizu and I had some alone time walking around the city, and that's where we had a deep conversation. Told me things I still won't share out of respect for Shizu. Why? Why do you have respect for him now after all this? He may not remember this. Why? Shizu was crossfaded most of the hangout. Crossfaded? Was he drunk? What does crossfaded mean?
I know it has something to do with drugs.
Okay. Also, why we couldn't really talk with him a whole lot. Plus, I was also just meeting him for the first time. I was much more comfortable talking to the others in the big group. And we've already read this. All right, this is Meso's section. So this is allegedly read by Meso. Holy shit, Meso's is 14 pages long.
Well, we gonna be here.
Okay. Hey all, it's Meso here. Before I go into detail regarding my experience with Shizu, I would like to state that any mention of me in this doc prior to my section here is completely consensual with the cooperation of the writer of this document. I've decided to include my perspective in this document due to my vague mention by Shizu on his alternate Twitter alluding to my involvement in this statement below. And we have read this statement already. Give me a moment to swallow. I saw this message and knew exactly what he was talking about because I was the only person I know to have cosplayed his VTuber model for any occasion. Because no direct mention of anyone was dropped, I decided to be upfront and contact Shizu directly because we've had a message history before and knew he would see it if I tried to talk to him. So I sent him the message below to hopefully settle the matter in a civil way to correct him.
Can I just say, I really love how none of these people have done anything, but every time Shizu says something, they're like, I know it was about me. Again, I'm not on anybody's side. I think everybody in this is cringe. It's just also very funny that every single time, it's like, yeah, I know it's about me.
There are no winners in this one. Everybody lost.
Yes, I agree.
100. And that's what made it fun.
Oh, that's not true. We win. We get to cover the content.
Oh, we get the entertainment. You know, that's the thing. Like
I agree. I do have to ask Mizu and Lumi, which is funnier, this or the racist Indians because the Pope died?
No, racist Indians.
I like the
always
racist
wins.
Indians.
Wait, racist Indians?
There's one we covered where they got really mad at their friend, and the excuse they used was like the Pope is deeply racist, so they're all evil for being sad that the Pope is dead.
Huh.
I'd have to read it to you. They went on with some like insane shit.
It was beautiful. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And here I was thinking that I was the usual schizo in the group.
I mean, you are, but
you are probably the most mild of schizos. I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't even worry.
Yeah, the FBI wouldn't even groom you.
No, yeah.
What?
I said the FBI wouldn't even groom you.
Continuing on.
That hurts.
So this is June 9th. So day before the 10th. Wait. Okay. Where Meso says, yo, sharing the tweet above. You wouldn't be referring to me and Smo in this tweet, would you?
Maybe I would.
This message went unanswered by Shizu, unfortunately. I remained hopeful that it would just be a vent post and Shizu would see my message so I could clear up any confusion about the truth of the matter with him. The day after, I discovered that on Shizu's main Twitter account, he had mentioned Peppermint Pimp and Smo in a preemptive defense due to all the backlash he had received from a recent event. And again, these are messages that we've already read, images we've already seen. This deeply upset me because Smo had no involvement in this entire ordeal until Shizu decided to call him out on actions he deemed bothersome enough by him to warrant him to make a post slandering his name from personal matters that had no business being public in the first place, even after I went up to him to discuss the claims in private. What? Okay, so I'm going to try and retard translate. They are deeply upset because Smo didn't have any involvement in this ordeal until Shizu decided to call him out. And they believe that Shizu had slandered his good name, and the slander being, I believe, having sex with Meso while dressed as Shizu. Which is still funny, by the way.
It's a wild claim.
It is.
I mean, it's like a you do you sort of thing.
This upset me to the point where I made the conscious decision to announce that I was the cosplayer mentioned on his Twitter thread by making a reply to his post. Meso, I was hoping I wouldn't have to say anything on this drama, but I can't stand by and let you slander my friends like this and say lies about them publicly. I tried to hopefully resolve this matter privately after you tweeted about this on your alt account, but it's clear now that you don't care to resolve matters that you don't care about. Said you'd rather believe you're right about everything based off of your own assumptions and instead of going on those involved. I don't care anymore. You can say that I was your cosplayer. I'm going to air out the truth on this entire matter involving me in a couple of days. It's sad to see you turn out this way. Stop making things worse for yourself by making more enemies out of this situation. And then they share the image that they just shared with us. The doc was created on June 8th. No shot.
No, this one yet does have an edit history. It had already been made.
Wait, the whole thing was made on June 8th?
Not the whole... the document existed before all this happened.
Okay.
So it's very obvious they're lying.
It's...
I think Occo's been broken.
Occo's always broke.
You couldn't even make
so
a
close.
new Google Doc to save your fucking ass by making it on another day. Let me see if I can like details. Oh, yeah, there it is. It won't show it because it's not showing on your screen, Mizu. At least I don't think it is. Nope, never mind, it does. Created on June 8th. An entire day before this. So Shizu, or not Shizu, Smo outright lies, saying that they didn't start this.
So this is still a nuke, right? Right?
What's a nuke?
Mizu,
This document. This is the
could you
nuke.
make a
This was the big
poll?
one.
Could you make a poll on YouTube to see if people believe these guys or if Shizu's just going to get away with it? I feel like we need to figure that out.
Oh, we already know the answer.
I really don't think that this is gonna. I don't see how this is going to hurt Shizu negatively, honestly.
No, Shizu was hurting himself by doing the worst thing possible, and that's by choosing to get involved after I told him on stream that he should not be getting involved. I told him that if he ignored all of this, that he could move on with his day and nothing would have happened, and he would be none the wiser. He's choosing to get involved, and that is going to hurt him, in my personal opinion.
Oh, that's the dumbest thing you can do in a situation like this.
Exactly. So while I think that all of this is dumb and retarded, he is also dumb and retarded for choosing to reply.
Oh, unbelievably.
But that's how some people are. They can't let it go. That's why all of these documents happen. None of these people can just let it go.
Yep.
That's the modern rage we live in. No one can take an L.
Going forward, I will have little to no mention about Peppermint Pimp's involvement in this situation, as it largely irrelevant to what claims Shizu has made, but I'm here to provide those curious with my records of events and the truth of the matter. 14 pages of it, I guess. As a former community member, I regularly chatted with Shizu's moderation team, who I considered friends, and I told them about that I would be attending a convention featuring Shizu as a virtual appearance at WeebCon in 2024. I was discussing with my friends that I would be attending dressed as Shizu to go to meet him at the event. And so I did. Whenever I got to talk to him, he sounded amazed by my cosplay of him. I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of easy to cosplay him. Not going to lie. I'm not trying to be mean, but
Is this OG? Is this the wait? This is Mizu 2.0, right? Like the second version.
Shizu. No, this is the 1.0 version.
Like I'm talking like, you know, like the one that the other person made, I think. The one that was really basic looking.
Yes.
Yeah.
If Mizu says yes, I'm just gonna go along with it because my brain is like slowing down a little bit.
It's not important.
Okay.
It's not.
Whenever I got to talk to him, he sounded amazed by my cosplay of him and told me that some friends of his were also attending and that I should go say hi to them. I eventually did find them and they pointed me out for dressing as their friend and wanted to say hi to me. We ended up having a friendly conversation that led us to exchanging Discord information, and we both parted ways to enjoy our con separately. However, while I was attending the con, I got a message from Smo. Fox thing. That's Smo. Nice seeing you. Meso. Lol, same as well. Wasn't lying when I said you were the coolest people I've met so far today. Fox thing. Oh, thank you. All staying around after? Like after party or just staying around at the hotel? Also, you is cute. Meso, what's the after party? Fox thing, like a hangout that requires an uwu pass. Heard their drinks and stuff. Oh boy.
Is everyone always getting drunk?
But if you're around,
because they're trying to hide from the pain.
Hide from the depressed femboy pain.
Stop drinking. It's bad for you. You make bad decisions. Then people roofie you at cons.
Oh god, I know, right?
Meso, I'm down to hang. What do you have in mind? Fox thing could like hang out in each other's rooms or whatnot. Just kind of vibe with each other. We want to go swim sometime. Meso, I don't have a room, unfortunately. I could find my there if you want. From then on, I decided to stick with them for the rest of the convention. Once we later met up in person, I asked if it was okay if I could stay the night with them. I was getting late towards the end of the first day of the con, and they agreed. This disproves multiple things from Shizu's claims here. Yeah, okay. Again, I do think that Shizu was like very anxiety driven, trying to figure out what was going on. One, it is proven that in the above DM that Shizu's name was never used to coerce me into sleeping with Smo. Hang on a moment. Okay. I'm okay.
Don't get too deep in the weeds.
My brain is trying to tell me to, and I'm trying to move on. As there's no mention from me or Smo telling Shizu that this was the case, and it is further proven with the messages that we have towards Shizu around this time the convention was taking place. Let's see. This is between Smo and Shizu. I'm gaming. Smo, Pog, at Pog, baby, came to say hi. Started call that lasted 9 minutes. Blank. And then Shizu, you're literally getting fucked by men more than I am. Fucking hell. Please don't clip that out of context, chat.
Clip it, chat.
Clip it. Clip that now.
Smo, what? Hey, baby, you there? Why is this squished? This is 3:30:24. You have some cool friends, by the way. They're letting me stay the night. I'm glad I got to meet them. Shizu, yeah, they're pretty nice. Smiley face. I had to unretweet that because the way you worded it made it seem like that was an actual picture of me, so people are starting to think it was a face reveal. It's all good. It's not your fault. People are dumb. So I saw some comments like that, and I had to second guess myself on what they said. Let's see. Okay, that's the next day. Also, I should say so before, but thank you for looking out for me and making sure I'm safe around these new people, even though you're not there. Shizu, I just want to make sure nobody was going to be weird with you. Glad you had a good time. Meso, I added, lol. Shizu, Moist unadded me so I could added you. Meso, yeah. He said he did that. Didn't have to do that. TBH. I'm not going to. 2, it just proves that neither Shizu nor Smo were pretending to be friends towards one another, as Shizu himself encouraged me to go say hi to those he knew were attending the con at the time. And in the above DM, Smo was treating Shizu like a friend. I still don't think that like you can treat Discord DMs as a real indication It just does. I don't. And to clarify, any involvement from Peppermint Pimp in this ordeal. Yes, he was there at the convention. Yes, he is friends with Smo, but it is such a far reach to claim that Smo and Pep roped me into a poly or open relationship with them after the convention just because they were there. Yeah, it does kind of sound like schizo talking there. He knows this because I've told him personally shortly after meeting Smo in person. Meso, Smo is very nice. Don't know if I should let you know, but something is happening between me and Tim. Just saying. Why are you telling him that you're going to have sex with him? Why? Shizu who? Meso Smo. Shizu oh. Meso, I mean, the talks we've had one-on-one thus far have been far from just flirting. Why do you need to tell him that you're fucking another person? Why? Because they're degenerates? They are degenerate. And I thought I was the degenerate, chat.
I mean, you are.
I'm just on a different level from them, I guess. I mean, listen, I am telling you guys right now. When I have sex with another person, I'm just not going to tell you, all right? Because you don't need to know. I don't need to know whether or not something like that happens with Lumi or Mizu. The fact that these people tell each other is just like...
Weird.
Are you going to masturbate to that later? Are you hoping that the buddy you tell is going to masturbate to that later? My brain is...
Bunch of freaks.
I just... Kissing and telling is lame. I agree. Yeah, no, yeah. If I have sex with somebody, chat, I'm not going to tell you. You don't need to know. All right? All right. Smo knows very well that I have no intention of committing to something like that with him either. Okay. Meso on 9/25/24. If I can be selfish, don't be thinking about it as a poly thing, okay? If that's fine, I can't control how you feel, TBH. Fox thing, obviously, because I know how you feel about it. Meso Habwa. What is... Okay.
Speak English.
So to make these claims about my relationship with Smo regarding something that has no real relevance either is highly unnecessary. Next, I would like to address the claim regarding the allegation that Smo asked me to bring the Shizu cosplay while I was visiting him. Below is a photo of the cosplayer. The second image is of the cosplayer on Smo's account posting selfies. Yeah, so that was a dumb thing by Shizu because it's not really easy to prove. There are a number of things wrong with this post. The second image that Shizu is referring to is not me, but Smo on his own account, which was both stated on the original post and in the replies, where Smo's like, the second pic is actually me. I know how to convincing Shizu that his original claim was the truth because I had not contacted Shizu before, during, or after the trip. As you can see, a large gap in our DMs during this time. About 21 days, yeah. I do remember coming home from that trip and having multiple friends from Shizu's mod team telling me that, quote, we know what you did with the cosplay, unquote. I know what you did with that cosplay. I don't want you to tell me.
Wolves could talk. They'd be saying some pretty horrible things.
I'm still not convinced you guys didn't fuck in it. I'm just saying.
Smo was like, I really like Shizu. Could you wear the dog ears while in bed with me?
At this point, you're just the prisoner to completion. We're kind of all prisoners here at this point. We're in too deep. We're in too deep.
That's what she said.
Shut up!
That's what he said in this case.
The Shizu cosplay stays on during sex. Yes, chat. I do remember coming home from that trip and having multiple friends from Shizu's mod team telling me we know what you did in that cosplay. And I was so puzzled by this because the only reason why they think that I brought the cosplay in the first place was because of the pink sweater that Shizu had on his previous model was present in the photos on Smo's account. I'm not sure who brought up the idea that this was the case, as it was a single article of clothing from the cosplay, so it's quite a reach to claim that Smo made me rewear it on a trip when it wasn't even me wearing it in the photo on his account, especially when it wasn't even me. Wait, it wasn't even the full cosplay. I mean, that's the sweater. Where is the other? I know that the picture's in here. And there's the sweater again. Is it schizophrenic to assume that? Absolutely. Absolutely, it is schizophrenic.
A lot
for
of
him
this
to
is just
assume that.
schizophrenic in general.
Shit, where did I leave this off?
But we stand a schizophrenic queen, chat.
Exactly. No. I do think it's schizophrenic, but oh my fuck, I just realized something. You guys remember that Smo said that other people were posting to his account, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it I'm reading too deep into it, but maybe who
No.
knows?
Continue the read, Occo.
Yeah.
Face value, Occo!
I asked
They don't
them
need context.
I asked them what makes you think this is what happened, and one of them spoke up and admitted that while I was away, they were with Shizu in a VC, and while there, Shizu saw Smo's post and said, "There's no way they're fucking with the cosplay of me, right?" So it was made as a joke about me. I never went up to Shizu to clear up those claims because I thought it would remain as a joke within his circle, but that wasn't the case. I don't think this would be a relevant topic to touch on, but it supports Shizu's acts of defamation, not only to me in private, as it would eventually be brought to the public eye without any clarification, because as the months go by from my visit, I keep growing my community and saw new faces. I remember one such person who I will not name, but I recall them coming into my community from a friend of mine. After giving a good look at my profile, they spoke up and stated, "Oh, I've heard of you before," and I was surprised as I'm quite a small content creator. And when I asked, "Oh, really? What have you seen me?" and they responded with, Well, now that I think about it, you may not like how I heard of you. I heard that you were the guy that had sex in the Shizu cosplay."
Oh god!
It's definitely a schizophrenic reach. That's definitely a schizophrenic reach.
But what if he did have sex in the Shizu cosplay?
And they had sex in the Shizu cosplay. I really don't know what's so complicated here.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just saying, there's a non-zero chance they fucked in that sweater.
You think so?
You never know.
You never know. Yeah. This is
That
his
is
legacy
true.
now. Yeah, right, chat. This is his legacy.
Yeah, some people are known for some things. Other people are known for having sex in a specific cosplay. It's just
Exactly.
I like this.
Like the Femboy
Exactly. There was somebody online that admitted that?
No, that's a different thing.
Oh, fair enough. In all honesty, I laughed at what they told me, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized that Shizu or one of his mods were spreading rumors about me behind my back, which didn't sit right with me if that was what I was going for, or was going to be known for. I don't have a record that this is the truth, as all the communication about this topic was discussed in voice chats, and I don't take it upon myself to record vocal conversations.
I mean, you're recording everything else. Like,
Why not record this?
yeah, just don't go for it at that point.
Yeah. All of these bold claims that he never bothered to confirm with me or Smo show how slanderous and reckless he is as a figure in the VTuber sphere. No, it shows how schizophrenic he is, and he probably needs to get some help for it. Especially after he decided to go public with his assumptions about us when we had no place in his drama with other VTubers. Again, when was this Google Doc made? When was this Google Doc made? Shut up. I know that you guys definitely started prepping this beforehand. And lastly, I'd like to add more clarity, add my feelings towards what I had last said before this document came to light. Let's see. You're blatantly ignoring the fact that you refused to talk to me in private about this and still are. I had no knowledge that Pep went and said that on your alt. Nor is this his business related to me and Smo. This is not the first time you've made this mistake either, so stop roping others into this for being guilty by association when you aren't talking to these individuals face to face in private. Yet you proceed to name drop both of them on your main. I'm not going to go into detail on the relationship here because it's a personal matter, shouldn't have been used as a shield by you to defend yourself, and I'm going to go into detail with what Smo and me are comfortable sharing later. To verify his first claim, I went through our DMs to search for any mention of me saying Smo was emotionally manipulative, to which I found none. However, I did see that Shizu was suggesting he was the one making the claims. That Smo was what he claimed, not me, making Shizu a hypocrite. No, that just makes him stupid. Wait, why is this cut off? No, I don't like how this is cut off. Shizu on an unknown date. Well, actually, no, excuse me. On 4/6/24. Oh, well, be careful. He's a flirt, does a lot of like lovey-dovey things with a lot of people, and sometimes leaves people on read, leads them on. Meso, I mean, the talks we've had one-on-one thus far have been far from flirting. Shizu, yeah, he does that a lot with people. Very personal stuff. He was supposed to visit my friend for V-Day, then ghosted them. He does this often, so don't let his nice words fuck your emotions too hard. Meso, huh? Shizu, as personal as he's being with you, he's been with a lot of people. Don't let him trick you into thinking you're the only one he's like that with. Meso, I'm aware he's flirty and does shit with other people, and it may sound dumb for saying this, but he's trying really hard to not fuck up what's between us. As for his second claim suggesting that Pep was instigating to warrant Shizu to take fire at us is blatantly false. Excuse me, I need a drink of water. Let's see. Shizu, I didn't see your DM until recently. I've been flooded with messages the past few days. Also, you aren't exactly someone I expect anything from usually. Guilt by association does apply here because he was directly tied to Smo and the issues I had with him, which involved you. Stop pretending those two did nothing wrong and stop acting like the whole situation wasn't something forced onto me and my mods. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about everything you, Smo, and Pep put my mods through. My issue was specifically with those two crossing boundaries, which I wasn't comfortable with. I left your name out of it for a reason. Meso, I didn't know I gave you full rights to police my relationship like you're some godfather. I only talked about this with your mods because they were my friends and I trusted them. I didn't tell them anything so you could take that information and believe you have every right to take upon yourself to make my relationship your responsibility when it didn't even involve you. You're so convinced that you're part of my personal matters only because I dressed up as you for a con. There's a lot of projection on all sides here. The truth is, you're not part of my personal life, and I never gave you any jurisdiction to say anything on this publicly, nor manage anything about it privately. I am an adult and can take my own decisions how I see fit, and I choose to stand by him all this time and still do to this day, and none of what you said or my friends from your mod team have convinced me to make that decision. Holy fucking shit.
I really think that the main takeaway here is that you should never dress up as anybody at a con.
Unless it's me. In which case it's okay.
I thought there are requirements to dress up as you at a con.
There are.
I'm not sure what issues he's referring to in this statement here, but it's sheer ignorance to apply the logic of guilty by association, even by past experiences, and assume that the two of them are going to cooperate together to do something against you when there was no warrant of such a thing occurring. Shizu can believe that the whole situation involving me and Samo was something forced onto him and his mods. However, I find that disheartening to make that claim. I find it disheartening to make that claim after acting like we were friends, that he was looking out for me. Then to go back on his claim and proceed to speak for my friends that they labeled me as a burden and push the idea that my friends only helped me out of tolerance when I asked for their help as friends. I'm so lost right now. Because in truth, it's a simple scenario of going up to friends to ask for relationship advice, not something that should be twisted as information to use to defame someone on the internet. I don't have any records to prove that this is what was discussed among my friends on my mod team, as I don't record personal stuff like that.
I mean, you're recording everything else.
Exactly. I'm also not sure what boundaries Smo and Pep crossed on you, but you're saying it to me and saying that I know what happened. The only thing I can infer is that you're saying that you're bothered by me and Smo pursuing a relationship you have no part in. And if that is the case, then that is incredibly narcissistic and manipulative to say You have boundaries on another person's relationship that never involved you in the first place. You're wrong. He dressed up as him. He clearly gets to say what you do, obviously.
Occo's joking.
Yes, I am joking. I'm sorry, my sarcasm is kind of broken.
Yeah, sarcasm always breaks after you've
Bless you.
bless ya.
Thank you.
Ugh.
Sarcasm is the first thing to fall apart.
Mm-hmm. I see a lot of people jumping to say that Shizu had done the right thing to defend himself here, or anything could be said against him. I disagree because you need to picture this scenario from our perspective. Me and Smo have seen the vague mention of us before any of this was made public from his main account. Rightfully so. We grew concerned when the shit hit the fan with everyone else in the femboy Vtuber sphere, so we decided to be upfront and ask him privately if he was indeed spreading misinformation on his alt account, albeit through vague mentions of his grievances. If they're vague mentions, then why bring more attention to them? Then for those questions to be ignored and have our names dropped the next day, airing out me and Smo's personal matters, acting like it was his business in the first place. For those reading this, how would you like it if your relationship with someone that was meant to be private was then made public? Listen, broski, you told him that you were fucking. If it was so private, you shouldn't have told this man that you were fucking him. I'm sorry, like at that point, you can't really.
It's really hard to be private at that point.
I really don't feel like it's a sacred relationship when you tell this guy that you're fucking somebody else.
Also, it's weird to like have your relationship so private among friends and stuff. Or to like care who knows, really, at least in my opinion. Like that's a thing with the girlfriend experience. But that's because they're kind of relying on their fan base wanting to fuck them and have a chance.
Uh-huh.
Like with other people, it's like, okay, so a random stranger on the internet knows you're in a relationship. Please explain why you care. Like, it's different if it's your family. Because then your family start asking questions like, oh, when do we get to meet him? Yeah. Like, if it's a stranger on the internet, you don't have to answer to them. You can just say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For those reading this, how would you like it if your relationship with someone that was meant to be private was made public and then lied about by an individual? Again, if you don't want people to talk about it, then don't tell this guy that about your relationship.
Also, I wouldn't care.
Yeah. That's all I wish to say at this time, and I know that everyone's sick and tired of seeing nothing but drama on Twitter for the past couple days. Not me, I live it, bitch. I would like to thank everybody who has seen everything I had to say, and I'm proud of everyone for reading this far. It really means a lot to hear me out on my experiences, feelings regarding the situation. Conclusion: we made it. Pat yourselves on the back. Especially me, because I read all this.
Go!
Conclusion: what began as a personal falling out quickly turned into public hostility. The live threat, the misinformation, the false allegations, these actions create a climate of fear and distrust that I never expected to face from someone I once called a friend. I'm sharing all of this not to cause more conflict, but because the truth deserves to be documented. Things are not okay, and people deserve to understand why. So if you're an individual who has to interact with Shizu in the future, please keep everything I said and showed about them in mind. In your best interest to be informed of what could happen. Shizu, my final message to you is this. By the way, this is Smo. Why did things have to get so bad over what might have been just one reply? Why did you see me as a problem to your growth and success? Did he infer that? I don't recall that.
That's what they all infer. A lot of the documents have brought up this like idea that he's trying to like crush the competition or something. Which like that, as far as I could tell, that hasn't come up anywhere. Like it's just people saying shit.
Yeah, that it's. You know what it makes me think of? They're trying to paint him as another Cinder.
I wouldn't get too deep into that.
I mean, that's kind of what it. I don't know. Like that's how it feels to me.
Don't get in the weeds.
I'm sorry. It's late enough that I just feel like it. Why did you just miss the person I met at WeebCom who you consider as a friend as just a viewer?
Why indeed?
Your actions after we fell out were hurtful and unfair. You have tried to damage my career, break my friendship with lies, and burn bridges. Yeah, trying to get somebody removed from a VTuber group because of them feeling uncomfortable with you. Granted, that VTuber group is full of bullshit, in my personal opinion. I wouldn't want to be in a place like that. But yeah, it does kind of suck that he allegedly... I would be willing to believe that he probably got you kicked out of that. There's no real big proof. There's just thoughts and feelings, but I'd be willing to believe it personally. You even caused an innocent VTuber to be wrongly removed from a group, which I find unacceptable. It's frustrating to see you blame everyone else and refuse to take responsibility. After all the time we spent together and the support I gave you, this hurts deeply. What's even more disappointing is that this could have been avoided. All I ever wanted was a simple apology and to resolve our issues, but you wouldn't accept that. That's all I asked for. I hope you take this chance to reflect and improve. Thank you to everyone who read this. I read this. I think I'm the only one to read this. I hope your day is better than mine. No, my day was ruined. I'm sorry.
My day is ruined, and we're all dumber for having read that.
That's
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
But I find it very funny in general.
I just have to say, that was supposed to be the smoking gun, the final nail in the coffin, the final destination. All right, that was supposed to be the big takedown.
That was their Sarbamba. I feel profoundly insulted.
I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna say that it's not that.
The biggest nuclear bomb to ever be made.
Ah, okay.
You uncultured swine!
You have to understand, Occo, Shiro is wanted by the FBI.
Nah, they don't care about me.
Of course they do. That's why you live off the grid.
Is that? I can't speak.
It was all fake and gay.
Maybe in reality, that is the biggest thing here. I don't know. Should we feel regret for this?
No.
Probably. No?
I don't think
know.
so.
My final thoughts are that all these people are fake and gay. All of them equally suck. Shizu is apparently leaving a very toxic group, but if from what I have seen, Shizu is definitely like gonna have more issues if he carries that anxiety with him. Like, don't get it misconstrued. I think that Shizu's definitely got a lot of bullshit that he's carrying along with him too. So he definitely doesn't get a pass, but like
Problem is just everybody sucks in that.
Exactly. Everybody sucks.
That really is the thing, isn't it?
It reads like VRC drama. Speaking of which, I'm gonna get my VRC model soon. I need to show you guys some pictures of that. The guy got my I asked him for a skin suit, and he got it to work really well.
Sure you don't want to rephrase that?
No, that's what it's called.
That's what Ted Bundy called it for sure, yeah.
Okay, a skin suit is like a skin tight like outfit, basically.
I just feel like there should be a different name for that.
That's what they call it on hentai websites, all right?
I just feel like there should be a different name for that.
Fair enough. Here, I'll send it to you, Mizu. You want to see it, Shiroi?
Sure.
All right, it is technically not safe for work. So, which account do I message? the other Shiroi or the creepy albino fish Shiroi?
That one, and do not say that name.
Okay.
Actually, it won't even really show up on any Google searches, I'm pretty sure. Is what it is. Oh my.
Anyway, before we leave,
Very shiny.
Do we want to cover the Twisty situation?
So I don't know much about Twisty. They were in Niji-Sanji?
She's still in Nichi-Sanji. She's just been in timeout for the past 6 months.
Okay.
You guys talk. I'm gonna go mute for a few minutes. I have been talking.
I don't know shit about her. All I know is that she's been crashing out on her personal account, saying how much she hates drama tubers, and then apparently a friend of hers, or ex-friend, whatever, leaked a voice recording from last year. So they've been hanging on to this shit for a while.
Yeah.
So, TLDR, she has shit friends. She said some out-of-pocket things. And yeah, that's about it. And I'm sure we'll either hear about a graduation, which we've already been speculating it's probably going to happen at some point.
I mean, to be fair, it's Niji-Sanji.
Or Niji-Sanji's just going to ignore it.
I mean, it's Niji-Sanji. They're going to ignore it, or she's going to quit on her own. They can't afford to lose anybody else.
I think they kind of hope that she quits on her own, because honestly, if she's been in timeout for 6 months, they're trying to figure out how to get rid of her.
I mean, I feel like they could just fire her. I feel like Niji-Sanji's contracts are probably very loose.
Yeah, I don't really know for sure how it is that they'd suddenly be having issues, like firing somebody. I mean, they fired plenty of people pretty easily from the looks of it.
But yeah, from what I saw, I think the funniest part to come out of it is, what's their name? Bent trying to defend it. When it's like, it's everything Bent complains about with other people. And now suddenly,
Bent was like sweeping so hard.
Yeah, now Bent is suddenly like, no, people can change, you guys. Like, and you know, some people, they have to be bigoted to get like followers and viewers and shit. It's like, okay.
Meanwhile, he brings up like iDubbbz or something.
It's so funny watching Bent cope as hard as they are. But no, I don't know anything about Tricky. I try not to keep up with Niji-Sanji because it's a black company.
I mean, we could listen to the video that she that was recorded.
Well, if you want to play it, yeah.
Would you bring it up? Because I just like...
Yeah, send it to me. I don't have it like saved or anything.
Hold on.
Not the best part about this entire thing is, went over all of it,
I think I found it.
and I still feel like I know nothing.
It's a 7-minute video, I believe.
Let me make sure everything is on the right window so I don't show something inappropriate.
Mizu, are you having any content that isn't good Christian content?
Always have content that's not good Christian content. Max out the volume. Oh wait, sorry, I gotta stream it for you guys. So
that's not really the best thing for me to say after talking about Femboys for that long.
You can follow along.
What's the mission say after talking about Femboys for so long?
Oh, I said my throat hurts, and that's probably not the best thing to say after talking about Femboys.
Oh, I'm sure all of their throats hurt quite a bit pretty often, but you know.
Plot twist, all this femboy drama is caused by a love triangle.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
You kidding? And she's like,
what?
yes, daddy.
And okay, I'm just saying.
Twitter's useless, but just to like...
basically me talking to Epic for like an entire 2 hours. But it's not that bad, I guess.
So I'm guessing these are the colors for us. So the blue is the friend, I guess. And then the baby blue will be Twisty whenever they pop up.
Well, talking to an Indian sounds pretty terrible.
Okay. Don't be a rude wife, okay?
Oh, I hate Epic and I hate his kind, so.
Damn.
I feel like did you say something?
What do you mean by
to me? Because
his
you kept sending me-
kind?
Well, he's Indian.
He's Indian.
Oh. Oh.
Chat, I need you to Fed post right now.
Like money or what?
No. Like porn.
A bear or Epic? I don't remember
No,
saying anything to Epic, but I probably have called it. I've definitely called him a creep, but I don't know how recent.
Then he just stopped and then.
Like, I definitely haven't spoken to him in months.
I think Epic is like attached to my she model.
I think so too.
Cause he
That
was
guy's
like,
awesome.
I think he's a pedophile and an
I
Indian.
cannot wait to meet him.
What?
I love the way she says it as if it's two comparable things.
Wait, what'd she say?
She said he's a pedophile and an Indian.
cause he
That
was
guy's
like,
awesome.
I think he's a pedophile and
Glow, chat. Glow.
I like how the way that normally works too is normally the second thing is the worst thing. Oh,
an
I
Indian.
cannot wait to meet him, IRL.
This is wonderful.
Should have like a little meet and greet.
he's really like she.
Is Epic living?
Yeah, why?
I swear to God, if he shows up to my meet and greet, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm not even kidding.
Wait, why? Why?
Okay, I'm sure he's not gonna go. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know how far it is from him, but I feel like solely to piss me off, that is something he would do.
I'd like to point out they're playing League of Legends. I can hear.
Sounds about right.
I can hear the sounds.
You
No
just get
wonder they're
listen,
no wonder they're making vaguely racist comments. That's just what you do.
I was gonna say when you play League, you're just racist as fuck. So I feel like we can
Wait.
disregard all of this.
You know what? Yeah, like seriously, this feels less like this feels more like we're just playing League of Legends, and we're doing
Then I can
we're
meet
doing
him there.
as the Romans do.
No. I suggest not meeting him. I don't know.
Can bond over our mutual obsession.
Oh my.
You can tell who he is because the stench of brown will just be all over the place.
I can't. Chat, I think I found my Oshi.
Yeah, that right there is OG material.
This is unironically up there with Dev popping in the chat and Pippa saying, "I hope you die." Just banning him immediately.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It'll just smell like fucking curry and you'll know it's him.
Oh my god.
What's his
Oh
YouTube
my
name?
I
god.
don't think
This is
he's
gonna be the
probably
first Ninja
carrying
Sanji person I'm gonna follow.
Okay, Epic just messaged me.
Yeah, no, seriously. I think this is I think I might end up
People
throwing
like
her out
Epic
there
and
on
Bear
my
can honestly die.
collabs I need to do one day.
Epic is literally just a
Let's-
fucking parasocial creep who's trying to flirt with VTubers because he cannot have sex IRL.
I don't know.
There's her account, chat. Follow her
He's
on
obsessed
Twitter.
with streamers.
I don't know. I think he's just lonely, I guess.
No, he's a fucking loser. He is a manipulative loser
We need
Just,
who doesn't even send you money, so you should drop him.
He's like lonely.
we need roommates
He
now.
told his brother died.
Who cares?
What did you meet and greet with?
Someone find the
Second,
roommate
yeah.
for when she gets the boot.
You should get her free tickets as a birthday present.
I don't even think I can get myself tickets
all the
Why?
way.
Why not?
because my company hates me.
That is probably the truest thing she's said so far. Niji Sanji just hates all their talent. You should run.
The most important thing to remember if you ever join Niji Sanji is that you are a number, you are easily replaceable, and they despise you on a fundamental level.
I love this woman. I know she probably hates me because I'm a drama tuber, but I love this woman.
Occo found their Oshi too.
I think Bint and I can finally agree on something.
True, true.
I feel like you overlook that factor a lot.
Oh my god.
Wife, the new fucking Brave group wave is so bad. I'm actually like shocked. I don't know how the fuck they got in, because genuinely, it's like the worst I've ever seen.
Wait, does
Like the one girl,
Oh,
she
dude.
literally, I need to send you her videos. I'm not even being mean, wife. Like, I'm genuinely like shocked and kind of pissed off. I don't even get a fucking call back. And this girl, who literally the worst I've ever seen. I'm not kidding. Like, it's bad.
Wait,
She
what
has,
are you
like,
talking about?
Trans rights in her Twitter bio, which I feel like should be a red flag for any VTuber company if you're talking about that stuff publicly.
Wait,
Oh my god.
She doesn't really stream, but she uploaded some YouTube videos, and
Wait, are
there's
they, like-
really
are
terrible
they-
covers.
are they like Niji Nui?
No, Brave Girl.
Oh. I don't
Like,
know.
she's for the new wave that's gonna debut soon.
I don't know, maybe they saw something in them.
I don't know what the fuck they would see in her. Like, they must be blind.
She sounds so catty.
It's so funny.
I love this
Oh
girl.
my god.
It's great.
Oh, this is great.
I don't know what they'd see in her. They must be blind.
You know what sucks is this woman apologized for what she said.
Oh, obviously she was going to.
Never mind then, never mind then. Trolls remorse. Trolls remorse spotted.
No,
It's over.
I don't think this is Trolls Remorse. This is her trying to, like, recover, but she's too stupid to know that nobody cares if you apologize. They just want you dead. The date on this?
Yeah,
Supposedly, this was recorded a year ago. It was just posted today. And yes, green is twisty.
Well, I don't know, it's objective, I guess.
No, like, objectively, it's really bad, wife. Like, I will send you it and you'll understand. Like,
Like,
it is just very bad.
okay, that's why it's because the company, like, they really want to make money, right? So they're looking for people that can do the lewd ASMR.
I don't even think this girl can do lewd ASMR, or do you mean, like, the one you're talking about?
Oh, no, I'm just talking about the CEO person.
Oh, yeah.
Lewd ASMR. How about she is, like, cute in her own way?
She's not cute in her own way, wife. I'm not kidding. Like, I could not get through this. Like, it's really bad. Like, it's shock. I cannot believe that she was hired. Like, I'm not even, like, just being mean because I'm transphobic.
No,
like,
part of it's that.
No, it's not. You watched the video.
I know.
So mean. Oh my god.
And I think it's cute.
I love
Like,
it.
Their looks are really long, though.
They're so... It doesn't make sense because the upper, like, half of my body is so compact, and then you just have the longest fucking legs on the planet. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Chat, you've got your tall queen. She's got legs for days. Just confirmed it. All the manlets out there, I know you're ready.
This woman is
Kind of
amazing.
look like me. Cause I have like the...
On your
Remember
shoe
like
model?
the raccoon wanted me to have like...
Oh, yeah, he
really
wanted you to have long,
legs?
sexy legs.
Yeah, but I think I like you.
It's literally only because their audience are all fucking Twitter trannies, and they don't want to piss them off, which is fucking weird because
Oh my
none of those people
God!
watch me anyways. So why should I care about like them being pissed
Queen!
off? Like, it's so stupid.
Why should they care about you being pissed off
This
Then
is
why'd they hire me?
This is insane.
for fun?
Like, maybe they could have looked into the future and like realized that the girl who talked about wanting to be a lolly wanted to be a lolly. I don't know. And that just kind of seems weird to me.
I feel like it's pretty.
Oh, it's even more based. She wanted to be a lolly and they wouldn't let her. They stifled my
That is
queens.
so base. Oh my
They
god!
stifled my queen's creativity. How dare you, Nichi Sanji? Denied this woman her right to be a Vtuber. Oh, this is great.
Oh,
Pretty
100%.
obvious that they do that based on what they were talking to you about.
Okay, no, it's because they
Yeah,
want
they
to
just-
hire you, right? But then they're like, okay,
They just
well,
fucking
we
lied to me,
can't
pretty
do
much.
it.
They literally just lied to me.
No, it's because they wanted to hire you.
Yeah, so they lied.
It's fine. You can get a lolly model next time.
They're never gonna give me a fucking lolly model. Like, it makes me so mad. And everybody wonders.
There is no
why I don't
greater
wanna
sin,
stream.
in my opinion,
Like,
than
my fans are
denying someone their lolly model.
Look at the current line I paused on.
My fans are fucking retarded. Dude. You know what? Considering it's Niji Sanji, I get what she means.
And everybody wonders why I don't want to stream. Like, my fans are fucking retarded. And they're upset that I spam collabs all day. Have you ever considered it's because none of you, like, send me any money at all? Like, it's just crazy to me that they don't understand, like, the connection. And I mean, I can't blame them because they're all, like, underage kids and that's Niji Sanji's fan base. But why do you want to pander to those people? Give us ugly fucking models that they pay nothing for. Take
Incredible.
all of our income. Like,
Weird.
I'm so sick of pronouns. You're so fucking annoying. Why are all men just mentioning?
I don't know.
Like, they're literally all the same. Bear has a fucking mental breakdown because he thinks that we're actually dating or something. And he messages me and spams me nonstop because he can't understand.
Okay, guys are. I'm gonna pick.
Yeah, men are fucking mentally ill and I think they should all die, honestly.
Oh no, I have to disavow.
Dang it! Yeah, no,
Disavow.
yeah.
It's Men's Mental
Ah,
Health
she
Month.
was so close.
She was like literally almost perfect.
She's just a woman, chat.
Oh.
It's always just a woman.
Just
It's retarded.
oh, it's retarded. We have to get rid of it.
No, it's remember the meme with the guy looking at the dog. It's like, oh my.
Oh yeah.
He's like, oh no, it's retarded.
Dude.
So close, but she had to ruin it
you
on
were
Men's
so
Mental Health Month.
close.
What was that means? Like we were this close to perfection?
Yes.
Yes, it was so close to perfection, and then just now I have to bring it down to no, off the list, off the I need to collab with this person list.
Also, War Turkey 5 for 5. The Femboy coverage has ended, yet Lumi is too comfy in her gore cave to speak.
Yes.
Chat, you
It
have to
just got
understand,
too-
Lumi doesn't like women.
Ugh. Femboys and women are just basically the same thing, and I get tired.
Well, now my feelings are hurt. We have a femboy and a woman on this podcast.
Dude.
I thought you weren't a femboy.
Well, now I'm a Shota, but point stands. Anyways, we all set for tonight? You guys want to touch on anything else?
I didn't
I can't
don't-
think of anything else.
I don't think there's anything else. I can barely speak right now, by the way.
Fair.
We can do a back.
Well, if you guys are good, I would just raid out to Almighty Lolly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Unless you have somebody
Tomorrow-
else in mind.
No, I think tomorrow we're still planning on doing that interview as long as our individual no longer still wants to talk to us, provided how we talked wasn't too mean to him.
Will do.
But-
Also, thank you, chat, for meeting the funding goal for the night. It is super appreciated.
Do we want to read the super chat?
Yeah, so we want to go back and do a couple of the ones we missed.
Yeah.
Atari for 65 kroner. I usually say $100 is $100, but Lumi does it for just 20. Damn. Crazy.
I didn't want to do it for just 20.
Crazy Koala Man for $5. Just nothing, but remember, chat, you're always free to leave a message with yours. Wolfsbane for 2. Occo, don't clip that. Mizu Tune, do it. Eric Jenkins for $2. The Real House Femboys of Cons. I think that's a TV show reference, but I don't fully get it.
I think it's not
Real Housewives of
Housewives.
New Jersey. I can't remember.
Real Housewives of Miami. There's so many.
Fair. Eric Jenkins for another 2. I thought VTubers were wholesome. I thought wrong. He also has a $10 one from earlier, which is just some smiley faces. You're always free to put emotes in them as well if that's what you want to do. Lord Kagai for 10 for the misery we have put everyone through. And I think before that we had gotten everything, so we're good.
Okay.
Although what I'll probably start doing in the future is as we read them, I'll click the little heart thing. And that'll probably help me
That's
keep
what I
track
do.
of it.
Yeah, that's how I keep track of them.
Anyways, good night, chat. Thank you all for showing up. And I already have Shiroi in the pinned, so give Shiroi a follow if you haven't.
Ah.
We'll see you guys later. Night, everybody.
See you tomorrow,
Good night,
chat.
guys.